I am live, and I'm here in my because I'm trying to do two cameras today, and I thought I cut it all the way down, but I can hear it. I'll push it back. I took the camera all the way down. Thanks everybody for coming, and let me know if you hear any echoing. Uh-oh. I'm here. Hold on. I'm gonna try to use two cameras today. Uh, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't echoing. So, hey, Bud Files. Yeah, I'm going to try to set up and use two cameras today. Can you hear me all right? Hey, First Floor Auto. Am I echoing or anything, y'all? Because I got like a second camera set up. Can you hear me all right, First Floor Auto? I'm so happy y'all stopped by. I didn't get to do this yesterday. First Floor Auto. I looked and my lives had almost made up for the hours I lost when I went on break. Thank you. And I looked this morning, I'm like, oh, I'm going live again. Because I had lost about 100 hours when I had went on break for those 6 weeks. So, but I'm just so happy to be back. I feel so different. I tell everybody, I tell you, hey, Destination Fun. I'm waving back. I'm the pink flamingo. I set up a second camera today. I've used it because I want to show y'all my new mirror, honey. I got me a new mirror. I've been wanting this mirror forever. And looked like I wasn't going to get it. And I said, this mirror must just not be meant for me. But I'm so happy you stopped by, all of you. I tell you, I know it's been a great morning. It's nice and warm outside. I've already took the dog out, and but I'm telling you, Destination Fun, y'all just got so many people in y'all cruise community. Girl, I'm gonna have to start going cruising. Bud Files, are you working today? First Floor Auto, what are you up to? I had so many people going live last night, so I had to jump in between everybody. And Warm Strong, hey, I got my second camera on because I'm gonna show them my mirror that I have been wanting for months. I would say at least 6 months, and I the guys said they couldn't get it in the truck. I think I told you that, Warm Strong. And my husband ended up getting it in there. Them 30 years was worth it yesterday. 30 plus. I keep stopping it at 30. But I am just feeling really, really well. And and Warm Strong goes on tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So we're gonna make sure that we be by his little side tomorrow to make his live successful. So Warm Strong Adventures going live 4 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about, mention it again tomorrow. Yeah, it was so many people that went live. I think First Floor Auto went live. He's a great person to know too. Destination Fun. First Floor Auto. He's got tons of watch hours. I think it was like 5,500. Let me see if I can try my second camera now, and then I'll show people later on. Let's see. Here we go. Because Warmstrong think he the only one can set up stuff. I mean, it's too close. Okay, I'm gonna show you my new mirror. I've been wanting this mirror. I hope I'm not echoing. This mirror forever. Whoop strong, am I echoing? Tell me if I'm echoing. I thought if I stepped, the sound is already. Am I echoing one strong? I probably am now. But anyway, y'all will hear me anyway. But I've been wanting this mirror. I got it from Walmart for $62. Just look at me. Look at me. I've been wanting this. Destination, you're a woman. You know butt files when you get something you want. Okay. I know. Was I echoing? I'm still echoing. When you close to the laptop. Okay, let me take them out for now. I think it'll work better. I got the sound all the way down on the phone, but when I get, am I still echoing? I'm hoping I don't have to. I got the phone. Hey, Tasha. Hey. Okay, let me move this even farther. Maybe it'll work that way. Hold on. Okay. I took it way in the other room. But I'm gonna bring it back because I want these other women to see my brain. Hey, Miss Butter. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, I'm gonna lose some weight this morning running like this. This is her name is Butter Roll Boutique. Butter is her first name, middle name is Roll, last name is Boutique. And the reason I call her that because Butter Roll Boutique, she makes beautiful dolls. I'm sure if you wanted a Caucasian doll, she'll make Spanish doll, all them dolls because you can, and them, I don't know, but I know she can make beautiful dolls. See, Doretha, I still love my baby. I love my baby. Hey, OG, how you doing? I know God is good. He is. Scratching Pete is here. Scratching Pete, you missed my new mirror, but I'm gonna have to bring it back in so you can see that new mirror that I got that I've been wanting for. Well, I showed it on my video about 6 months ago, and I finally got it. So we got Tasha in here, and I'm just so I missed yesterday. I had a day. So today is Wednesday. So Monday evening, I had a day. So, but today turned out even better. And this kind of put me on this subject too that I wanted to talk about. Oh, you saw the mirror? Pete, it do not take women a lot to make them happy. Now look what $62 did for me. $62. And then I only paid 40 because my sister gave me a gift card for 25. So I only paid 40 some dollars for that mirror. If my house was bigger, I'm sure I would have got two. So, and they run out of them so fast because they are more beautiful to me in person. You just can't believe that they're selling them for $62. That's nothing in this. But anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about we know how life can change in a blink of an eye. As fast as we can blink of an eye, we're having a great day like I'm having now, or we can have a day that just goes south for sure. And I always say when you're having a bad day, there's a lesson in it. There is a lesson in it. I tell you, but there is a lesson. And a lot of times, I call it the universal payback when you haven't been very nice. Or sometimes it's just a lesson that you need to learn. You really need to learn. Let me get me a drink of coffee. So that's how I put it. But I think I didn't learn that. Hey, Kelly Daly. I think I didn't learn that when something happens, bad or good, that there's always a lesson. I think younger, I didn't really think about that. All I knew, stuff was happening bad. Hey, Jamia, we're just talking about there's a lesson in everything, no matter if something in your house tear up. Because then you learn to deal with a different way, because you can go like my dishwasher. We'll take that example. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? You let it take over your whole life, but you have to find a different way of just letting it go and just have the solution of it. And like I say, I wished I would have learned that in my 20s, but I didn't. And you can't go back. And I think that's what's so great about when people come on here and they're younger than me. Don't take much to be younger than me no more. If you younger than 67, God, you younger than me. But I just wished I would have learned it younger. Even in my 30s, I worried too much. Anybody else was a worry ward or still a worry ward? Because what I learned was it always works out. Always works out. Even if someone's sick, and I mean really sick, and they really, not meaning they're going to, live from wherever they're suffering from, but their body tends to work better because they're more relaxed and they have hope, so I know that's one thing. Jamie says she don't worry as much as she used to. And if anybody want to come up, just remember you have to show your face. I don't do the avatars. You can do the avatars when you want to take a break or, but I'm going to put it in the chat. Hold on. Let me copy it. But anybody that wants to come up, just remember about not using your avatar unless you need to take a break or anything. So I even had Heather yesterday in her bed and she was showing me her face. So that's all. I just like to see people's eyes. I think that's the only thing. And going back to Jamie, she said not as much as she used to. And most women worry. I sometimes think we learned it from our mothers. How whoever raised us, a lot of times, because I know my mom was a big worrier, a big one. So you can only imagine when she had a terminal illness. She was strong, but she was a worrier. She really was. I know the cancer took her to her grave, but probably a part of it too, just worrying and, you know, I mean, what you're going to do, you're not going to be around for a while, but I just think if we can take that out of it, then and Cal Daly say it's a struggle. It's a struggle. Yep, it's a struggle. And you know what? It always works out. Say, I can remember when I was raising the children. I can remember the lights, but they never, honestly, with two kids, I was a single mom. They never got turned off. The lights, the water, the phone, was the mortgage late? I don't think the mortgage was ever late. My car payment was late because my mama was sick. And I used to take those extension things or just pay it late so I could give her some money. So, um, so things, but they all tend to work out. The car got paid for. It never got, taken from me. But that's what I say. If I would have looked at it then, I could have saved myself so much worryation, so much destination fund. Because if you're a woman, stop it. No, a man too. But women are just different because that eats you up alive. And I bet you whatever you worry about, it always works out. I can bet you it always works out. I remember one time I went with a friend. This was years ago. I went with a friend. We were going shopping to Target. And we had to go like up to Clearwater, Florida, because we didn't have a Target in St. Petersburg at that time. We didn't even have when the Walmart came, but we had to go a distance to go to Walmart. But she got a flat tire. And I'm thinking like, okay, we need this tire fixed now. Forget about the shopping. But you know what she said? Girl, I came this far to go to Target. We going shopping. And we went shopping. And I watched her that day. And I should have learned something from her that day. She was just as calm. She was singing. She had her baby in the basket. And once we got done shopping, then she said, okay, now we'll worry about the tire. And she went, and it didn't even take that long to get the tire. But don't let that one thing ruin your day. Because you know how your day starts out bad. Your day starts out bad and everything seems to, fall. You wake up in a bad mood and then you take that bad mood with you all the way. J3GS, hello. Are you a worry wart? J3SGS Farm. We're talking about being a worry wart. We're going to talk about dreaming those dreams with our eyes wide open and not closed. And I know Pete ain't no worry wart. Hey, Crafty finna have us a baby girl. Oh, that baby coming. Girl, I was thinking about you last night, Crafty. Say like Crafty. She can worry about them childbirth pains. But see, she thinks she's going to have a C-section, but she go into labor. You never know. She got, I got this plan. I got this plan. Miss Tootsie on the inside got a plan for you. Okay? But that's what I'm saying. She has a plan to have her baby, the C-section, no pain. Well, you pain after. But what if she goes into labor and they say, hey, we can't stop this. You're already 10 centimeters by the time you got to the hospital. But she is the cutest thing. She is just ready to have our baby. Jamie just took over the baby, Crafty Leo. I don't even have anything to do with that baby. Okay? She don't know. I'm going to be there with my big old bow. But do you have a registry? You never told us, Leo. I know you want to buy all the stuff yourself. And, okay. Well, we can pray on that. Jamie, we'll pray on that one. We're going to make sure you go in labor, girl. Well, you go run around the block and don't do no squatting, though, because that kind of sticks the baby in that position. People don't realize that. So try not to do deep squatting, okay? We don't want to put that baby stuck in a that position because she needs to do that last little turn. Okay, that's enough about that. Let me go back because I know these men in here like, I ain't come here about no label. But yeah, when I was younger, I just wished that I wouldn't have worried as much. Even at Crafty Leo's age, and she's like what, about 20 some years younger than me. Those are the women that I really talk about because they are so busy, are the men at that age because they're working, they're busy with their children. Money may run a little short, or you may even have enough money and still have, problems. So I always say it's going to work out. And another thing my husband say is don't rush one problem because another one is right there. It's like I know somebody now, they were saying something. It's because they're having a bad time. And I'm like, don't rush it because there's a problem right around the corner. I can tell you that. So, but even with problems, we can learn to deal with them differently. We really can. We can learn to deal with them differently. Yeah, Crafty Leo, butter roll, girl. I still got my baby. Mhm. I think I know what baby I want. Another baby, but I want her with the long legs. You know how those dolls, they got them long legs. And I think I saw some. Type your name in and your link will drop. And anybody that want to come up, so long as you show your face. The only time I say, if you need a little break, then then you can put it up. I just like to see your face. So destination fun, are you looking cute to come up? Thank you, Warmstrong. I'm not gonna bother Warmstrong because he down there looking at my chat. He keeps it. That's one. Okay, the thing about my chat is I jump all over the place in my lives. Let me tell you what else. Another reason. Hey, Rim family. Hey. Another reason I came on live. Y'all know how to talk about them 4,000 watch hours for YouTube creators. When I left for about 6 weeks, oh no, Rim sick. I'm going back in my mask. I was out yesterday without my mask, and I heard some people coughing. I'm like, and then this lady, she was talking to me. She didn't sound like. I said, Betty, you need to get back on your mask. I hope it don't hit you bad though, Rim. I got a bad cold, but who knows? I could have had it. Never know. I didn't take the test for it. And a friend had the free test too to give to me. This is how I go off and then I forget what I'm even talking about. 4,000 watch hours. I always remember. But I wasn't doing that much YouTube for about 6 weeks. I would say 6 weeks, more than 4. And I lost like 110 hours of my watch hours. And I had been going Monday. I didn't come on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. What did I think I've been on here 3 days? Because I wasn't on here yesterday. I must have started last week. But anyway, to make a long story short, when I pulled up them watch hours this morning, I'm like, oh no, honey, I'm going live. Them watch hours back by where they was. So if you need to be working on your watch hours, you need to be going live. That's all. You need to be, because on StreamYard, I know it shows up like 2 days later. I think if you do it on YouTube, it shows up right away. But I know when Warmstrong went on YouTube, that's why I probably need to try. He couldn't pull somebody up. Anybody have done YouTube live on YouTube's platform and could bring somebody up? Because now I know they said that you can bring people up on your lives on YouTube platform. Let's see, she said yes, do it now. I was too shy to go live for the longest. We ain't gonna even talk about Crafty Leo. Crafty Leo used to do videos. She wouldn't even show her face. She wouldn't even show you. She is monetized. She got, is it you going on 2,000 or you already got 2,000 people? And she does the best lives. I'm telling you, if you haven't went to Crafty Leo, make sure you eat before you go. Because she got that good stuff, them homemade cakes and then the Super Bowl food and all that stuff. And then get this, she got 2 or 3 cameras around there. She just showing off, y'all. She have 2,000 plus. I'm telling you. But she is the cutest little thing. She's pregnant and she even cuter. Destination Fun said, yes, I tested YouTube live at lunch yesterday. Why do I think you don't work? I don't know why I was thinking you was retired, Destination Fun. There is an option now to have another person on your live. I didn't use that feature though. Yeah, we're gonna have to send Warmstrong back over. You hear me, Warmstrong, and see, because see, Destination Fun says she saw it. So yeah. And then Butter Roll Boutique says, yeah, she is a pro. She's a pro. She got 2 and 3 cameras. Yeah, I'm gonna get and show you my second. I hope I don't be echoing when I got my second camera up today, Crafty, but it's echoing, so I had to pull it way back away because I want everybody to see my new mirror I got that I'm happy about. I've been dying happy about. But I'm telling you, no matter how old we are, we can always still dream. We can always still dream. I say with your eyes wide open is what we can do. And sometimes we forget. And sometimes I think we don't think it's going to happen. I say if you dream big enough, you know, if you dream big enough and you think about it a lot, I'm telling you, most of the things that I have thought about have become true, and I have been successful with it. Hey, Pendroja Travel. She talking about she can't wait to become a pro. Girl, please. We ain't even talking to you. Pedroza is here. Stormy Day. Aaron is here. Oh my goodness. From way from Australia. It's probably like what time is it? About 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I tell you, we get friends all over the world. If you don't do anything, you're guaranteed. Thank you. If you don't do anything, and if you don't try, you will end up with nothing. At least try. And that's why I talk about it's 1:28 a.m. in Australia. I think it's 2 o'clock where my son is. Oh, he's coming to help his friend. He's so good. You know I needed you.
Hey, man, you didn't need me.
I needed my friend.
I need you.
I
I need you. Hey,
needed my
Pedroza, how's it going? I know. I said I need you.
we
Uh,
need
that going live on YouTube, I saw it like when I do it on my phone, it has an option like go live or go live together. So, but that's only on my phone. On my laptop, I didn't see it. That's why I was asking Destination Fun with did she do
go
that
on
on
her
her laptop where she saw that option?
destination. Did she answer you on that?
And again, I was coming up here and
Okay.
it made me like sign
Destination
in.
Fun. When you
Oh no, she answered it. She says on the cell phone.
oh sure, okay. Well, I guess we
So
all will try it on the computer and see.
yeah, I mean,
'Cause-
again, I just didn't like it. It was plain. It was easy. Once for the longest, I could go live on my cell phone on YouTube Live, but I couldn't do it on my laptop. It kept blocking my camera,
Oh,
and then it would do my microphone sometimes. And come to
Mm-hmm.
find out, I had an OBS downloaded, and every time I tried to go live on YouTube, it kept
Mm-hmm.
trying to take me through OBS,
Mm-hmm.
and so I deleted OBS, and then it started working fine.
Mm.
But the thing with YouTube Live, if you don't do much as far as um, trying to be creative, YouTube
Mm-hmm.
Live is probably fine, and it's
Mm-hmm.
unlimited. I did seem to get, I don't know, I did seem to get hours, because I mean my hours have grown. I'm like you. I'm like March 18th is my year, so March 18th, um, my hours will start to fall off, and so I said, well,
Mm-hmm.
well, let me start going live. I'm getting subscribers, so every day I'm on here, and I'm falling back into kind of bad habits of just going out and just subscribing to everybody. Just go out here, look, hey, subscribe to me, subscribe. I'm sorry, let me stop saying subscribe.
Yeah.
My place, and
Oh no, you can say it. I
yeah,
don't think
visit
it
my
do
place, and I
nothing.
visit your place, and I'm falling back into that habit because
Yeah.
I got real comfortable with the
Mm.
cruising community, which is a lot of fun. Um, but I'm trying to grow as fast as I can. I would like to get to the point where I got 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours by March 18th.
Yeah, he
So,
got a
yeah,
goal.
easier said than done.
Yeah, but that's a goal. I'm
It
telling
is,
you.
but
When I took a break, because before I took that break, I could care less, to be honest. But then when I came back, now I got that fire burning back in me again. So, but I got to be smarter than what I was before.
well, I
Um,
mean, again, it burns you out. Even like now, I can feel because I'm now again I'm back into that old habit of I wake up in the morning till the time I go to bed. My computer's on. I'm looking at stuff. I'm editing. I'm putting together a
I
video.
know what
I'm
you're
thinking
doing.
about a topic. I'm all day long now.
I know what you're doing.
Being on that grind, and again, it's like it's like no days off. Even my days
Mm-hmm.
off, it's like even if I'm saying, oh, I'm taking today off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my laptop, my TV when it's on YouTube, looking at different videos.
Mm-hmm.
And in the cruising community, they had real big vloggers meet up on a cruise ship. So now I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching videos,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it's a job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Crafty Leo, she's the best. I mean, she's talking about she didn't want to ship. She's the best
Oh,
live.
she
I'm
the
looking at her, I'm like,
best.
man, I wish I could do that.
Did you at her monetization? She had fireworks. Her
Well,
sister did
I don't think I saw that.
fireworks.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Fireworks.
Fireworks. Ain't nobody can top that. Fireworks.
So yeah.
Destination Fun says it sucks you in.
Destination Fun is everywhere. Everywhere. She's everywhere. Every channel I go to, she's there. But see again, she's doing it the right way. I didn't do that when I first started out. I didn't do it like she's doing it. She's everywhere. She's a moderator. She's everywhere and putting out videos and doing live. And she's just starting out, and she's doing it right. She'll be monetized in 8 months.
But okay, she may be doing it right, and I think Jamie will understand where I'm coming from. I really think I did a lot like she did, and I got burnt out. Jamie probably not as much because she's younger than me.
No,
But that can burn you out.
when I met you, you were doing something different.
Okay.
You were doing something to it. She's there. You were there, but you were going up to people's lives 2 or 3 hours on everybody's live.
Yeah.
So you were doing all that and trying to run your channel.
And you
She's
end
there,
up with
kind of in the background, but she's being a moderator, but she's still doing her thing and setting it up. She goes to these channels and being a moderator. Okay, well, hey, I'm your moderator. Let me drop my link to my show and pulling in those people. They're doing it right. It's her and Shasta.
Yeah, she's definitely going for the juggler vein is what I call it, for the gusto.
She is.
I didn't say
and again,
hi to Bamba, no lie. Hello, I see them everywhere too.
The only thing I'm gonna say about
go
Destination Fun, and again, I love her channel, but she kind of reminds me of me back and I'm trying to change and trying to be different. She needs to smile more because she's talking and she'll be putting out a thing and she does it, and that's coming from me, Betty. That's coming from me. She needs to smile more because she's got the audience, but again, she's like real kind of like monotone a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, especially like when she's introducing something, it's just real monotone. And yes, and
Hey D.
we're going to be going to Skagway and this like that.
Hey D.
Hey D. But
she destination gonna choke you. Did you tell her that already?
No, I'm telling her now.
I
know. People can choke me all they want. The one thing about me is
that's what's really good about
if I care about your channel,
yeah,
I'll tell you what I think about your channel.
That's what warm,
if you get that kind of like, hello, thanks for stopping by, and that's it. It means I watched it, but I wasn't really into it. But see, like her channel, because she's in that cruising community, I like her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's again, I see her blowing up, her and Chances Travel. And I want to be there on the ground floor. So it'd be like, yeah, that's my buddy Warmstrong. I remember him back in the day. He was there when I only had 100 subscribers or 200 subscribers. He was there then, and then I can ride her coattails to get higher.
I know. Rim said that was my issue too, and still trying to prove it. Yeah, Rim. Are you talking about the non-smiling and monotone, or what are you talking about? That's probably what he's talking about. That's one thing about Warmstrong. He just tells you like, and that's what you don't want a yes person all the time. You really don't. And some people can't take it. If you go and you say they think you're really criticizing them and you're just a critique, just calling it as it is, so.
Well, and again, for me, it's like for me to grow, and that's why I'm lucky to have my son. He's not into YouTube, but he's into YouTube.
Yeah.
So he tells me what I need to do and what I do. In the beginning, when I first started doing my videos, I was like Crafty Leo. I wouldn't show my face. I wouldn't talk. I would show videos. I'd be on a cruise ship, and I would take you around the cruise ship, and that's all I would do. He got me, hey, Dad, you can't just do that. And somebody, and I don't remember who it was. I can probably go back and find out who it was. And I should call that or look that person up and thank him, because one of my first videos, I'm walking around the cruise ship and I had a scene with music in it, and I deleted the music. So now I'm on the ship and it's just, there's no noise. I'm not talking, no music, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, nice video, but you know what would have made it better?
Music.
Sound.
Mm-hmm.
And it stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't really a critique, but it stuck with me. And ever since then, after that, I learned how to do voiceovers and stuff like that. I said, nope, I'm not going to have, unless I make a mistake. You'll either hear music or you'll hear me talking.
Yeah.
So, but again, if he hadn't said anything, I probably would have still been happy with whatever I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I like people. If there's something about my video, hey, Bill, if you, when you're walking around and you twist your camera too fast, you're doing it too fast.
Yeah.
Let me know. I mean, again, you don't. It's hard to hurt my feelings.
Yeah, me too. If my stuff boring, just tell me. I'm like, I want to improve. I really want to.
Right. And there's times when I try to put out like the best that I can. The video series I'm doing right now, I'm bothered by it because during that trip, I destroyed my video camera.
Yeah, which is
and so now I'm filming on my phone. So when you see me filming and it's like kind of jerky and all this other stuff, it's like I hate that. But again, I had to do what I had to do. So I'm not that's all the only footage I had. So I got to put it out there. But
Rim, there is a polite way, and I just think when somebody's coming, they're really is heartfelt, because that's how it's going to come out. It's going to come out the right way. Rim say he's also monotone and don't smile. Then I had to think back, and it is too. He doesn't smile a lot.
Everybody's not you, Betty. I told you that from the beginning when I met you. I wish I had your personality. Everybody's not you. It's like I'll tell my story. Because even like when I'm doing voiceovers, I try, and now I try to make it sound like exciting and stuff like that. It's not me. I mean, again, I'm
That's
kind
what, didn't I just tell you that? That is not, how can I be you? I
yeah,
keep
it's
telling you
tough.
that. Now look at you. You're in front of the camera. Everybody they love you the way you are. I mean, it can't be no other way.
But this ain't the way I am, though.
I know, but we like it though. Even
if it was
now,
the
when
way,
you're in the camera and show, I bet you it'll be like you love that camera, because before it was like, oh Lord, why I got to do the hey Bill here?
that
I'm
ain't
like,
me. That I mean, I only reason I show my face because of you and my son. You're talking about, hey, you gotta show your face. Here's my
yeah,
face.
we
That
want to
talking,
see, we
that
want
talking
to
and stuff.
see, we want to see your face. And then, like I said, when I was always say dream and dream big, and I would say the majority of stuff is I have really been successful at things that I really went after. And that's why YouTube kind of bothered me a little bit. I'm like, oh girl, you ain't going nowhere in this game.
Ooh. You know what? You know what bothers me more than anything? And when I say bother, you were talking about worrying. I don't waste time on worrying.
Okay.
If things
Men
go
don't.
wrong,
Go
if
ahead.
things go wrong, I think of a solution.
My
But again,
husband.
I'm like your friend.
My
We're
husband.
going to to Walmart, and I get a
Okay.
flat. I can't let that ruin my day. I mean, whether I worry about it or I don't worry about it, I still got to fix the problem. So guess what? I might as well go ahead and finish my day,
Mm-hmm.
and
Young
then
people listen to that.
I'll deal with it later. But worry about
Mm-hmm.
and guess what? If you're late on and again, don't get me wrong, I wasn't always like this. When I was in my, let's say, late 20s, 30s,
Mm-hmm.
I worried about everything. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness, no bill could be late. No, nothing. I can't. You can't miss that. Oh, what happens? Oh, look, my bill was late. Oh my goodness. As I got older, I realized whether you have a credit score of 700 or 500, the only thing that really matters is if you're trying to buy a house or something like that. Other than that,
Yeah.
it's really not that big a difference. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And what, they're gonna put you in debtor's prison or something? No, they're not gonna do that. Hey, you'll get your money next month. And I don't worry about it. But when I was younger, when I was 20s and 30s,
Okay.
I mean, I worried. I
Okay.
mean, if
Okay.
any bill was late,
But it went through my 30s and 40s, and I
yeah,
just,
no.
that was just wasted time. Wasted time.
Well, my brother told me that. I mean, he taught me that because I guess he saw the way that I thought about it, and he said, "Hey, you're okay." I
Mm-hmm.
mean, whether your score is
Yeah.
750
And that's why I
or
say
700.
that's when you learn from your lesson. I didn't learn from that. I had it, but I didn't get it. So it always, a little trinkets come, but then if you don't pay attention, and that's why I continue suffering, because I needed to learn that lesson.
Oh, that Betty. Who's calling now, Betty?
No, that's a package coming. That keeps your blood pressure down. You have to learn this through life
It does. I
experiences.
mean, people that worry all the time, and that's what, like, again, I listen to people like in the cruise community, and I listen to the complaints, and it's like, yeah, I've been at a dinner, and it took a while to get my dinner. It didn't bother me.
Yeah, now
Hey,
that don't
it
bother.
took
I'm
two
very
hours.
patient.
No, hey, bring me another cup of coffee. Bring me
Yeah,
another
I'm
appetizer.
patient.
I'll wait.
Very.
I'll,
And lines. If I'm in line, I'm very patient. I'm not that person that, oh, I'm
right.
very, I learned that a while ago, to be patient. Even when I was working. And I think with me working in customer service, that's what taught me, because people can get nasty. So I'll be the nice one for you today.
Well, one thing about me is I used to, when I worked, I was a boss. I was in charge. I was top dog. I was top dog. So I always had to solve a problem, and everything revolved around me. So whatever happened, it always came back to me. I was the bottom line. So now I look at people, and it's like, I don't want to make a decision. I go ahead, have at it. Whatever you want to do, we can do. I mean, if you really have a problem, I'll solve it for you.
Yeah.
I will solve.
Yeah.
I'll solve whatever business you're in.
Yeah.
I'll solve your problem.
Yeah.
I may not understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
But one thing I don't want you to do, though, and I don't want you to go on everybody live every day.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk
I
about
mean,
that.
okay, okay. Let's put it this way: do whatever you want until you get to your goal.
Oh, I will. No, 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 no. See, it's not about the goals. I don't care about the
Okay,
goals. You
okay.
mean? I mean, I'm doing this. I'm trying to do something, but I don't care about the goals.
Mm-hmm.
And I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Um, I do that more of.
Yeah, I know
It's
why.
twofold. Well, no, well, no. Do you? Let me
Okay,
hear.
no, I
Let me hear.
don't.
No,
I
no, no, no.
don't.
Let me hear
I
you.
take that
Why
back.
do you
I
think I
don't.
do it?
Go ahead.
Why do you think I do it?
That's why I just say I don't. You are so right. I need to listen.
I want to know what you think, though.
I don't know. I said,
It started out. It started off. Um, never did lives before,
okay.
and I was given the opportunity to come up on a panel and talk, and it was kind of in my area where it comes to cruises and things like that, which I'm grateful for that opportunity. Uh, but trying to help, and it gets to a point where you try to help people out, and they
Mm-hmm.
help me out, and so it's like a give and take.
Yeah.
But sometimes the personalities don't blend. So and you stick with it. But and again, people kind of get comfortable with certain things.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like Betty, I'm never gonna put you like in a spot where you feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I don't mind jokes. I don't mind a lot of different things. I can joke, but you have to read the room. You have to know the personalities. And again, I'm too old. I'm too old to like every day to have jokes. And then the jokes are escalating.
Okay.
I mean, they're going from like something simple to like cringeworthy.
Yeah.
And when I start cringing, it's like there's a problem here. I mean, hey, this, but then it goes in there, and I start cringing. We gotta stop that. And again, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have a problem talking with people. It's like we can't do it. So we can either correct that or we can't be friends. But I
Mm-hmm.
let people know I'm not gonna sit there and not speak
Mm-hmm.
my mind. And if I'm saying I like your channel, I like your channel.
Mm-hmm.
But it's twofold. And again, I appreciate the opportunity that I was given, and I won't forget that. So by me
Yeah.
not forgetting that, that's why I won't just abandon unless you just make me abandon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
And lives too, because I was saying I'm not a great listener, and that's why I say that's why I really with lives I really want to change that. I really do because like you say, you cut somebody off and they trying to tell you and how you gonna tell them because I didn't. You don't listen
oh
because I didn't listen at all.
well,
But
again, and I understand you. I mean, whatever I say is from my perspective. So
mm-hmm,
I may say something about, oh, Betty, you're this.
mm-hmm,
Well, Betty, that doesn't mean you're that. It means that's what I think you are.
mm-hmm,
And that's what a lot of people
mm-hmm,
don't understand. I mean, again,
mm-hmm,
some people can say you're mean. Matter of fact, I went to somebody's chat, and just because of the way I was, and I understand it, just because of the way I was and the way that I carried myself, they said, I always thought you were real mean.
mm-hmm.
Nope.
You just
Not
did.
me. I
You
just don't
didn't.
talk.
You
And if I
didn't
don't have
know
anything to
me.
say, I won't say anything. If I don't know you, I'm not going to talk. And if a lot of people in here I don't know, it's like,
Yeah.
who are these people? I don't know these people. I'm not going to talk in front of them.
Yeah. But
But
I know that I know I do have that bubbly little personality, but then I can at work I would get like really serious. And I remember it was one guy, Chuck, he said that he could not stand me. When he started, but he said he watched me over the years and he said really he could see I was a good I just at work, it was just work. It wasn't no playtime. It was work. And then he watched me as I was getting ready to leave. And that's one thing I can say. When you've been on a job a long time, you need to learn everybody personalities. I'm good about that now. And my boss didn't like it one bit, but I could, like you say, you need to learn to read the room. And there's a time to play, there's a time to laugh, there's a time to be serious.
there is.
There, oh, self sells stuff by the seashore. Do you know them?
I've seen them before. I've been to their channel before.
Okay.
I subscribe, but I gotta admit, I haven't. I don't think I've been back, so I don't know if it's stuck.
Okay, just popping in to say
And
hi. Thumbs
Andre's here.
up.
Saying he's showing support.
Okay, thank you so much. D, I didn't say hello. D Newman, I miss you. There's Andre. I haven't seen Andre for a little bit. Thank you, Andre. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, we're talking about that dreaming big, and that's what Andre's doing. He is dreaming big. He's
Yeah.
into boxing. Anybody that hasn't been to Andre Southgate, Andre, if you type my name, it'll drop your, just type Betty, it'll drop your link. He's into boxing. He has a passion about boxing.
He does.
And I know within my heart that channel could get really big if you could really get those lives going.
I thought I knew a lot about boxing. I come to find out I know nothing about boxing compared to Andre. Nothing. He's talking about every fight every weekend. It's like I never even heard of these people. And he's talking about. I mean, he's breaking down the fight, who's going to do this, and who has the power punch.
I know it. Yeah. And I want him to stop saying if you don't like boxing, because if your content is good, guess what? People start learning about boxing. Because I started looking at other little channels about boxing, these guys and stuff. So you never know. So don't stop us.
Well, I mean, again, and also tell us when you hear me talking about cruising, it's I talk to people and I tell you my love of cruising and why I love cruising so much. You got to convert us over. Why do you love boxing so much? And then make it simple. It's like it's a great science. Watching two combatants, and it's a sweet science and all this. Convert us over. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Destination Fun. I can't believe you look unafraid in front of the camera. You don't look like you're afraid.
She said she don't think she was as monotone as she used to be.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe if not.
Now y'all gonna really make me pay attention.
Yeah, well, and again, say it's not a bad thing.
Because when Rim said it was him, then I had to think about it.
But we all a lot of us at least are very critical about ourselves. But again, when I watch, because first of all, I don't like watching my videos, but when you watch it, it's like man, there's
keep saying that.
There's no emotion. There's no, and I understand it. But if for 30 years I showed
you had to.
No emotion. I didn't get high. I didn't get low.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, I just handled it.
That's what I'm saying.
And that was it. So that's the way it's
but I mean, your lives are great. I mean, even hers, and she'll get better.
They're good. They're good. Destination Fun and the Chancellor, they're good.
That's what I'm saying. But she'll get, like you say, she. But you know what? Did you have that same personality when you was in high school, or it changed?
No, I've always had the same personality.
Because you know what I say? I'm 60-some years old, and I had the same personality I know in high school. The same. Nothing's different. I might be my mouth. I'm careful with my words because they used to just flow, like diarrhea flow. Say whatever what was on my mind.
Well, no, because I've always been conscious of of how words come back to haunt you.
Yeah, but when you're in high school, what I'm gonna think about?
Well, again, even in high school, but again, I've always been the type of person that whatever I tell you, I'll tell that person. Bill, did you say that? I sure did. I said it, but again, my thing isn't going to be. If I say something about you, it's not going to be, you're a crazy knucklehead and all this other stuff. It'll be, man, I don't like when that person does A and B. When they do this, I can't stand
it. Steph sells stuff by the seashore. Says that's the magic of YouTube. It piques interest in things I never know I'll be interested.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Learning is, I'm telling you, no matter what the age is, you can always learn something new. That's what I think. As we get older, we get stuck in our ways, and we got to change. That's one thing I've always been good with that. I know change is good. Now that's one thing. I might be all over the place, but I know change is good. You know.
You know, everything is a learning process.
Mhm.
Destination Fun says, she says a lot. I've never noticed that. If you do, it didn't bother me. I didn't think anything about it, so I don't think you do it that much because, you know, I kind of pick up on people's habits and pick people's ticks or whatever. And again, I know I have my own. I'm not saying I'm
We get you.
but I pick up, you know, other people. It's easier for me to see
Mhm.
other people's ticks or problems than my own.
Mhm.
But again, basically because I don't like to watch myself.
I
I
don't
haven't
know
noticed that. I
why.
mean,
I
I'll watch.
love to watch. Anybody else don't like to watch this? I love to watch myself.
Well, I can tell by all the mirrors in your house. Yeah.
I love to watch myself. D say, "Oh, D, don't tell me you do. You got OCD with the
Yes.
creature of habits." Oh, girl, I didn't think you
Yes.
having. Oh, I don't know, D, if we'll get along in real life, then.
I mean, there's
My
certain
husband
things.
is a creature of habits.
It's funny. Like even like when I sit down at my desk, I need certain things in certain places. I don't need it. I want them there. And it's like, you know, I'll move it here. And if you ever watch me like doing lives, I start looking down. I'm flicking stuff. I'm opening stuff, closing stuff. So when you start hearing that little noise like that, that's like a nervous tick. And you know, my son would be like, he'll just look at me like, "What are you doing?"
Y'all women, whoever interested in Warm Strong, listen to this now. Okay. And stopped it right away.
Right.
Right. He had to think
now,
about it.
now I'm being self-conscious of it. It's like, okay, well, let me stop. But yeah, I mean, you do. I mean, you know, I never really thought about like OCD, but it does. It gets to, you know, I don't. This might be TMI, but like toilet paper over and under. I mean, it matters. It matters.
So which is it, over or under?
Over.
I don't care which.
You got to be a psychopath to do it under. You got to be a psychopath.
I don't even know how it is in my bathroom right now.
That's crazy to me. It has to be over. I'll go to the bathroom.
Anybody else in the chat over or under on the toilet paper?
It's over.
Oh my
it's over.
Oh my God. D said her husband has the coasters a certain way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things, and again, you start moving around, and it has to be like a certain way. And when stuff is out of place, you know, it doesn't stop me from doing whatever I'm doing, but I notice it. You know, I notice it, and it's like I don't feel comfortable. This is not right.
And then Steph says only one way.
Over. There's only one way. Betty, there's only one way.
Hey, Geeky girl, I am
Geeky
back, girl. I am back. Congrats over your 1,000, and I hope you're really close to your watch hours. And Jamie said it right. Oh, Geeky girl, we talking about toilet paper. Do you put yours over or under on your? I bet you she don't care either. She say, "I just want it on the road." That's what I want.
No, oh my goodness.
Do everything have to be organized in your refrigerator? Just are you like that too? You don't have your refrigerator like everything just neatly done.
No, I'm not a neat person. But there's certain things.
Listen to Geeky girl.
Over again, Betty. I'd be surprised if 90
Geeky girl,
90% of the people say don't take over.
I don't care. Butter roll, I hate to put you up here, honey. She said, I think I'm low-key unconsciously under.
Oh my goodness. No, butter roll, please.
She say she'll change it if someone puts it under.
Yes. You have to.
Geeky girl, I am back, girl. You don't know how tired I was, girl. I am back, back, back. Oh, look who coming! Our bestie coming up.
Sir,
Hey,
Go
over.
on, tell him, girl. I needed help.
I think it's our Sagittariusness because I just want it on the road. My
Maybe
kids
that's
will
what
have
it
it.
is.
My kids will have it sitting on the sink, sitting in the windowsill, back of the toilet. I want it on the road. I don't care how it is. In the dark, it's all the same.
I would rather have it sitting on the sink than under. On the sink doesn't bother me. Under, ooh, I'm changing it. If I was down to your place right now, if I came to the bathroom and I saw it under,
I
I'm
don't know
changing
what mine is.
I
I
know.
just
I was
got
like,
toilet paper.
I
let me
bet you,
look
Betty,
over
it's
there.
over.
I don't. Child, that's never been a debate for me because I'm like, I do not care enough about that. I just need it on the road and in the bathroom when I need it. Yeah.
Hey, on the roll over. So yeah, everybody, most people.
Okay.
Most normal people.
But listen, if you in a bathroom stall at the place, you're not gonna turn to people's stuff. So
if I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, why? Who would put this like that? Who in the right mind would put it like that? Betty, you went to go check, didn't you?
I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna get on my phone. I'll be back. I'm gonna show you how it is too.
no, ma'am. Mine is on the roll.
Yes, Steph. I'd rather sit on the counter.
Look
than
at all
under.
the makeup, child.
Holy moly, Betty!
See it?
What the?
Girl, my house is a wreck. Look at all the makeup.
Listen, you see what makeup I got? Lipstick. That's it.
Okay,
That's all.
here it is. It's under.
Oh my goodness. Okay, for me, please turn that over.
Bill is cringing
the camera
right now.
off.
Bill and all the people in the chat are losing their mind. Y'all are losing it. I know, but child.
I'm on my way
Here
down
go
there,
my big mirror, y'all. I couldn't wait. It's echoing now because I'm close.
Of course, but that's cute. Look at it.
Yeah.
Mess.
Look at it.
A mess. Lord have mercy.
Look at Betty getting all fancy with the two cameras. Come on, Betty. Stop showing off. All this is a flex.
Yeah, I got my camera now.
She's so fancy.
Geeky girl. Change it,
Put it back
Betty.
on the
Change it.
Look, she talking about change it. Child. Geeky girl, you got all them kids. You be in there fussing about the toilet paper, girl. I be happy.
I'm telling you, who worried about some toilet paper? Thank you, Crafty Leo. I wanted to be like them other vloggers. They got them big old mirrors, but I ain't want to pay all that money. Hey, Elliot. Let me make sure I'm removing the right thing from the screen because you know me. Lord, they got kicked out from the studio. What kind of mess is that?
You're kicking me out.
Listen,
No,
sometimes people need to be kicked out.
Yeah, they had that on there. Kick them out. Yeah, Elliot, you belong down under, Betty. I'm gonna ask my husband.
I can't believe she didn't flip it while she was in there.
Who said that?
Steph.
I got toilet paper.
I'm surprised. You should have flipped it, Betty. You would have made it. Since you don't care, it would have made all of us feel good.
Well,
we're all upset over here.
I got to be uncomfortable for your comfortability.
You're not uncomfortable. See, that's the whole beauty of it.
That's my new thing.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother you either way.
I am not going to be uncomfortable to make you comfortable.
But again, you're not uncomfortable.
I learned that at 67 years old. All you young people out there, learn it now. You don't have to be uncomfortable to make somebody else comfortable. But
you're not uncomfortable. We're the ones that are uncomfortable.
That's what I just said.
That's what she did.
Right, you're fine either way. But it bothers us, so you should have flipped it for us, so we don't be uncomfortable.
Does that make any sense to you?
No.
Thank you, Jamie.
No.
If you don't,
anybody else want to come up here and you want to show your face, baby, y'all come on and talk about the toilet paper.
If it doesn't bother you how it goes, and it bothers somebody else how it goes, make them comfortable because you don't care either way.
Oh, listen
Listen.
to Miss Pregnancy here.
What
You
she
don't care either way, so you won't. Girl, take your
Yes.
pregnancy up and go to sleep.
Thank you, Crafty Leo. Gets it. You don't care either way, so appease us.
I am not going in there to flip it. That's just
Listen,
my
I've had a
personality.
auntie-
Now you done made me stubborn. I ain't doing it.
See,
I
now
had
you're
a
just being
auntie
mean.
come-
Yeah, that's mean
Yeah.
spirited.
Yeah.
I sure
Look,
am.
I had an auntie come to our house when I was like, I had to be in like middle school. I don't even think I was in high school yet. And she was like literally fussing at me about the toilet paper. I didn't even put it on the roll. And I was like, Auntie, it's on there. Like, why are you fussing? And she was like, it's supposed to be this way. And I was like, I don't care. I care about big things. Toilet paper is trivial to me. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's really important.
Yeah.
That really,
Mm-mm.
I can't think of anything.
I don't know. In like,
I
I'm
guess
trying to
it
think
would
of
be.
stuff with anything in this house that has to be a certain way. I don't have.
Steph,
I
I
don't.
don't care. Okay, listen, if it's over, you will never have to search for the end of it ever again. Okay, now you know what? I'm not going to change it. But if you give me a reason, a good reason, now that sounds reasonable that I never have to search for the end again. Okay, see, now I can't promise you I'll pay attention, but that does make sense.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I'm not paying attention enough to do that. I really am just trying to use the bathroom and throw the toilet paper on the roll. And I'm not ever paying attention to the way it is. I just don't.
Especially after you had children, too. You ain't when you got time.
Exactly.
You worry about my kids just wanted the toilet paper.
Yeah, if they have it on the roll, I am thrilled.
Listen to Crafty Leo. We ain't gonna want to stay with her either. Toilet paper on the holder over is very important. Listen to this. Plus trifolds, my towels and rags.
Trifolds.
Wow. See that? Now she's gonna have to fold them your way to make you comfortable.
If it doesn't bother, if she doesn't care, yes.
I don't care. Because
So
I ain't doing it.
So if you don't care, put it over so we feel comfortable and you don't care.
How about when you come to my house, Bill?
I will change it. I'll change it.
Go right ahead and change it. I promise you, I'm not gonna be mad if you come in the toilet paper. I'm not even gonna notice. I got 2 bathrooms. Feel free to come in and change it.
I would go to both and flip them around. It's like, I can't believe she's doing it like this.
And it was just like Aaron say from Australia. He said it was just important to have toilet paper during the lockdown.
Exactly. Thank you.
I was going to, girl, I never go to the dollar store to get toilet paper. Family Dollar. I never go to these stores. Dollar General. I was everywhere. Anybody have toilet paper? Jules in the kitchen, honey. Thank you for stopping by. We talking about toilet paper. Over or under?
Believe it or not.
And this all started with warm straw.
Well, again, my OCD. Again, I like it over. It just goes over. The under just feels. I don't know. It just feels wrong. It's going under.
Listen, y'all really need
Crafty Leo told her it may take her a month to fold clothes. Honey, as soon as the clothes come out to dry now, they supposed to be folded.
Oh. Well.
Soon as they come out. And you know what? When you come from a trip, now when I came from a whole month trip from Australia, soon as I got in the house, my husband, I took the thing down there. That suitcase was empty. Yeah, don't be holding your head down.
No,
as soon as you come home, you should empty your suitcase. Destination. I don't know if you still here. Do you empty that suitcase soon as you get home?
I do, just because I don't want the suitcase in the way.
I got back from a trip December 18th and it's still packed.
See, now
it's still
And he
packed.
worried about some toilet paper.
I
worried
am-
about
that's because
some toilet
he's
paper.
worried about the toilet paper. That's
It's
why
still packed.
See that destination? Say yes. The minute she get home, she empty it and throw it in the laundry.
It's still
But I
packed.
have a confession. I used to didn't do it. My husband is the
I just don't want the suitcase in the way. So
Well, here we go, Betty. See, I'm about to set you off with your OCD. I'm gonna give me another cup of coffee.
yeah,
For
man.
everybody that don't know, I don't like to you not to show your face unless you get so he not making me uncomfortable. He told me he was going to get coffee.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody worried about warm strong. Geeky girl, what you doing? Geeky girl, all children in the school, I think, but one. Let's see. Cratchy Leo, so I'll take dirty clothes out because they are separate. Thank you. Yes, Elliot. I know you get up early. I hope you got your coffee. But I was so busy yesterday. I was busy.
That's
Busy. My cable went off because I don't know, somebody ran in the pole, the lights went off, and then when it came back on, my cable box wouldn't work. My modem wouldn't work. So I had to go to, we didn't have no TV all night, which was good because I can get and put up the antenna thing, but I read books all night. So that was good. And then the next day I went to get the equipment, but then I went shopping. Where's my bag?
He went shot. Look at him. He's so silly.
I know he's trying to be funny. I went shopping. I got candles. This thing was, I don't know what it was, but I only paid $1.80.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it's 2 wicks, $1.80. I got 2 of those.
Of course. What's the fragrance?
I love it's like a pine. I love it's called Forest Blossom, but I like the Christmas tree thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that smell. Do I have to burn these a certain way?
I'm not a big candle guy. But
I was going to say, do you even have candles?
You ain't got no candles in your house?
I have some. I don't use them. I got candles. And
Bachelor pad. Let me make sure that. Let me make sure I got. Hey, Krubby the Beagle. Hey, how
Krubby.
you doing? And then I got. I got to tell you. I'll tell you another time about the I got the Pattern lightweight conditioner. I got this from Marshall's, and I only paid $12.99 for it. And normally it's like $20-some.
Yeah,
conditioner for my hair. And anyway, that's it. And then I got my mirror. Yep. So I'm gonna go shopping again today. I need to balance my checkbook. Anybody balance their checkbook? My sister say that nobody balance their checkbook.
In this day and age, balances a checkbook.
I do, to the penny too.
Do you still pay your 8-track?
I think that came from me working in the bank.
You still play your 8-track too?
If I had it, I would. I got some 8-tracks. I got Michael Jackson on 8-track.
Oh, wow.
I sure do. That's gonna be worth some money one day. Who I got in this?
It might actually be worth money.
He's trying to call my stuff. Oh, it is.
Well, I mean, it's funny, especially as you get older. It's tough to keep up with the technology. But I mean, years ago, I was paying. I can remember when I started paying bills online.
Okay.
So I was like, this is the greatest thing. I don't have to use stamps to mail letters or things like that. Well, my ex used to work for the post office, and she got so mad. You're trying to put me out of business and all this other stuff. You paying online and not using the post office. So I had to go back to writing checks out now to pay bills.
Now I pay bills online, but I want to know what's in the account. It's not like I write
it tells you right there.
Yeah, you go online.
It's all right there electronic.
Yeah, but I want to. What if somebody put something in there and you didn't write? You didn't do it. How you gonna know?
It's online still.
You ain't gonna be paying attention like you should.
I do.
Betty, if you see a hotel, you see a hotel on your bill and you didn't say the hotel, it stands out.
Yeah.
You see you shopped at Saks Fifth Avenue and you didn't shop there, it stands out. Just like your checkbook. I made more mistakes with my checkbook by forgetting something than ever online. I only write a check if I have to. Matter of fact, I got checks. Do I still have checks from 10 years ago? I mean, I don't use a checkbook.
Now, Crafty Leo said, I rarely write checks. I have some though. D said it's instant, it's online. How is that instant? Now y'all gonna make me not balance my checkbook no more.
You can still balance it, but definitely like write down the transactions so that you can keep track of what's in your account. But like everything is listed on your account. Sometimes some places it might take a day to pop up, but yeah, I look at it, and recently I had that whole hack where they try to take a dollar or they try to take a little about, and then So,
did you catch that through the checkbook, or did you catch that online?
Online.
See, online. You wouldn't even know on your checkbook. Nobody even cares. It's about what's online. The bank. Susan, that ain't my balance.
Elliot said I use my banking app on the cell. I do too, and the computer, and haven't used a check in decades. I have about 5 counter checks. I don't have checks with my name on them or whatever. So, say like me and my husband use a check in between, each other. If I want to transfer money, he want, back. But that's about it with the checks. I don't really use checks.
It's hard. Again, it's once you get in the habit of doing something, it's hard to change. My brother's like that. I have an older brother. Really.
I'm not like that because I'm thinking about what y'all saying.
Well, again, Betty, this has been 10 years in the making. it takes that's where my brother was. We were talking about like PayPal and stuff like that, because he wanted to use like if you need to send money, Western Union.
Trish is here.
Not Western Union.
I'm like Western Union. You're gonna send me $25 and pay $17 to send it.
Yeah, no.
Go to Cash App. Go to PayPal. I mean, 50 cents.
Oh, look at him. He knows about Cash App. He knows.
But my point is, my brother did. It took him. He just started using PayPal. And it's like, and now he's like, well, this is the greatest thing ever. Yeah, 15 years ago.
Geeky girl, drop what link to what?
The StreamYard link.
Oh, I missed that. Oh my goodness, girl, ain't no thing. Girl, you done made me happy. I ain't seen my poops a poo in a long time.
I know.
That's our poops. That's our young'em. Okay, I dropped it, girl. I dropped it. Oh, she better not come up and talking about no. Hey, Trish, you always welcome to come up too. Trish, another one talking about she's shy. Trish is not shy. What all these people get for being shy?
I think it's easier to go live when you don't have people.
Oh, here her come, girl.
Hey. Okay, I still had a little one, so if she
that
gets loud,
girl, we don't care about that. I care as much about that as the toilet paper.
All right. See, that's why I had to come up here. She waving from the background because this toilet paper thing now, We need to talk about this, Miss Betty. You should have changed your role when you went in there. Look at her face.
You should know. Listen, you should know me.
I know. I was laughing at the show. I'm like, she is not gonna change that role. Warm, Sean, but I'm with you. Change that role. It's harder. It takes more. It takes more effort when it's under. I think it comes right off. Yeah, when it's over, you just pull that thing. When it's under, you gotta it does something to my spirit too. I know what you're saying.
That's the only thing. It just does something to my spirit. I mean, I'm not gonna say it takes too much work or anything like that or whatever. I don't know. It just seems wrong.
I'm with you. I am with you. Miss Betty, I want to come up and say hi though, because I haven't seen you and I don't even know how long.
I'm telling you, girl, I needed a break. I was crazy. I didn't have a break. I tell everybody I had a breakdown. I ain't gonna even lie.
I understand that.
Woo, I had a breakdown. Yep, I got account numbers taken in 2002. A grocery store got my numbers. Started at $1, American dollar, then heaps more transaction, over 2,000 gone. Got it all back, not authorized. Well, I'm glad you got your money back.
And that's another thing with a check. Think about that check. Got your account number, your routing number. How many hands does it go through before it gets to the bank or gets to whoever you want to pay?
That part.
The transaction on your phone, boom. It's me to the business. Transaction is listed right there. Transaction number. It's like, hey, on such and such a date, I did it. I will check. Like if I make a purchase, I check my bill right there, the bank right there, the cash app right there. Usually when I make a purchase, it sends me an email right away.
Yeah.
And I mean, to me, that's a lot simpler than trying to keep a checkbook.
My bank will alert you, like as soon as I log in, that time with the dollar, it was sent me a text message like unauthorized.
Yeah, and I do get a text message every time
they'll tell
I use my card, my credit card or my bank card. I do get. All right, y'all might have converted me on that a little bit.
You know what? I have to say, I'm greatly annoyed when I run into businesses that still take checks because my checks are so old. I'm like, who does checks? Like nobody has checks anymore. I still got checks from years ago.
Your grandmama, your great grandmama.
No, she doing cash app. No, but these banks. I mean, like, why are you still taking checks?
I know. Even when I see people write checks, I'm like, they still writing checks.
You know what's worse? It's a business that doesn't have direct deposit. Here's your paycheck. I got to go to the bank to deposit my check. I can cash it.
So y'all, we spoiled. That's what it is. Like, listen to us. We like, I got to go to the bank.
What if all that electronics go down? That's the problem.
How's it a problem? The bank can't do nothing. You can't.
I ain't talking about that, but it's a problem.
So you go there to the store to cash it, to write a check to a business. If they can't run it through, they ain't taking your check. So the electronics said now it goes down.
Great point.
Checks cost too much, checks,
and they do. They cost money and stamps.
Right, you can't.
Other stuff.
Exactly, stamps. That's a whole nother thing. You write a check, you got to mail it off.
Yeah,
which means you got to go to the post office.
But it took me a while for my husband to convert to that, though, because I would have. Ooh, Lord!
It takes a while. Even like internet. I mean, again, when you start looking at these things, like I'm into YouTube. Young people, they're off to TikTok or something now. I mean, Facebook, I'm still on MySpace. I mean, I don't know.
You know what? Okay, I didn't even know MySpace was still a thing until last week.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
Like, really?
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you about MySpace. I learned a lot how to do stuff on the computer, copies and paste and all that. It was neat because my page was pretty because you could decorate it all up. You couldn't do that on Facebook. Then everybody went to Facebook. I was mad because I wanted to do my page like I could do on MySpace. When he say MySpace, I'm like, MySpace.
I mean, again, it evolves. That's why these apps evolve. YouTube Live, you can go to live together. They didn't put that out there just because they wanted to. They knew StreamYard and everybody else was like, hey, they could let people go up together. Let them come up. Let us do that because nobody's going to use our stuff anymore. So they adapted.
They had to adapt.
It's not very good, but it's they adapted.
You know what? I was going to ask you if anybody's used that feature yet. I have not. You used it,
I
Mr. Bill?
haven't, but I went to a live where they had it, and the only thing is you can only have 2 people so far, and you have to send the link to the person via email or text message, and you got to go through all that crap, and then again you can't drop the link in the chat and be like, okay, y'all can come up. It's still not. They need to work the kinks out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're trying to be competitive, and that's probably just the start of it. We'll see more
Mhm.
It
updates.
is, and it's tough. I mean, they have a built-in format, and they're not taking advantage of it because they have people going to, StreamYard, Restream, and all these other ones.
Yeah.
And, it's like they could corner the market if they wanted to, but
yeah. Elliot say he signed up for Instagram for me. Yeah, you need to be on Instagram.
You do. Everybody sign up for Instagram. Go to warmstrongadventures.com or at Warmstrong Adventures.
Yeah,
I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. I'm on all these. My goodness.
I'm not on Snapchat.
I do all these, and it's like and when I say it's work, trying to create content for everything, and one takes the vertical, one takes the portrait mode. It's like this is killing me.
Man, we should get paid. We should get paid just to be on the social platforms, even if you don't have 1,000 or whatever they're asking for, because it's work just trying to get to that, to that 1,000 or whatever they require.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
But then you got to wait for you to make at least $100, and then you got to what else? Oh, the commercials. People got to click on them things, and they got to watch them.
They got to watch them.
They don't watch them, you get no money.
Well, and
yeah, but
that's why we want to get sponsored. That's what you want.
That's the key. You do want to sponsor.
And I'm not greedy. I would love to get like sponsorships and things like that. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing now is going through these different programs. And what I do is a little bit different than like what a lot of you do. I go on cruises. Well, I'm getting I have a Amazon affiliate where everything I use in my video, I'm starting to list on it. My cameras, my Baba, my whatever I use on my cruises, I list on my channel now. Where you hit my link, you can buy that item. But the great thing about it is, if you hit my link, and you go say you hit my link because of the camera, well, you're not gonna buy a camera today, but you want to buy a coffee pot. Well, if you hit my link and then go buy a coffee pot, I still get credit for it.
Yeah.
So that's the great thing about that. So it's it's another stream of income.
Affiliate, is that affiliate links and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
For Amazon. Walmart is just starting that. I've been accepted to the Walmart program also. I'm assuming it's going to work the same way. But again, I'm trying to think outside the box because I don't know how much money you're going to make off YouTube itself. But I say that because I applied to go like Shein clothing. Is that Shein?
Yeah.
I'm an affiliate there. I don't know nothing about it.
You go.
I know you don't. But go
but
I'm like, Shein? What do you? Shein?
Well, but again, now I'm going to buy like a little short set or something like that. Put it in my video. Hey, if you want to buy here, click on this link. You can get the a short set like this or something like that.
Why don't you do a try on haul?
A what?
A try on haul. See,
try the clothes on while you're on. No, you can put your Shein outfit on while you're on.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'll have a picture. I mean, I always wonder why people did that. I watched like these cruise videos, and they always get in the mirror and look at the fit of the day. I'm like, who cares about your fit of the day?
Women.
Oh,
well, I didn't realize, Betty. I'm learning.
Women. To let everybody know in the chat, I know I'm gonna go off for about 30 minutes. So if anybody want to do live after me, we could just raid them after. But anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Bye, Destination Fun.
Bye.
But again,
he said no Facebook or Instagram her way. Okay. I'm not on Facebook. That I have a private page. That's why I don't okay anybody really, because I'm not on Facebook that much. I just post.
But you can create another profile.
I know, but that's more work.
Well, it is.
I know.
But again, people, I mean, are you trying to drive traffic to your channel?
I know I
You know,
And
again, I mean,
Okay.
it's work, and it's been killing me because I've been doing this like probably a couple of months now, where I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna advertise on these other channels and try to get people in and comment on everything and I cruise on Carnival all the time.
Thanks,
Everyone,
destination.
every one of my videos, you'll see at Carnival, at Carnival, at Carnival. That's not because I love Carnival and I want to just see how big I can make Carnival. I want them to pick up on that. So then when I apply for like to become an affiliate with them, that hey, Warm Strong Adventures, we see you. Okay, well, you coming on, you'll be a part of our media group. Come on to this special event. Come on down here. We'll give you free Wi-Fi when you cruise. I'm not doing it for my health. I do it for a reason.
You know, another thing, I listen to the big YouTubers, even Arnell Armour, the one that me and honey, Jamie, we love that girl so much. Jesus. But she say the problem is the bigger YouTubers don't want to tell you how much them people paying, and that's why they can cheat you. Well, lowball you, let's put it that way. Lowball you because they won't share. I don't know why.
I'm looking at Jamie doing sign language.
Yeah, me too. I was just yeah, because people don't.
I was trying to read it.
I know. I only know my letters. I don't know anything else.
You better turn that toilet paper around.
Oh,
you're gonna get the fist. I read
and that's a sandwich.
No sign language. No. No.
Yeah, Miss Betty, they don't want to tell because they don't want the competition.
They don't.
I know what they want, but it's money enough for everybody. That's the whole point.
Their business, they're trying to get. They're not trying to save money for them, for the creators. They want it for yourself because it's like, well, if I can pay you less, I will.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Because I can remember when I was a doula and they was telling me I wasn't going to get the money that I wanted because they were so low. And I bet you I got it. Otherwise, why do it if you're not going to get the money that you want? So, and then people really didn't want to tell you then how much money they were, doing. So that's in everything that you go into. I just hope I don't be that way. You know what I mean?
In the hair industry, it was that way too.
Yeah.
Super competitive, but I taught my students to never compete with anybody. Compete with yourself. Always compete to make yourself better than you were yesterday. That's it. And if you have information, share it. Because guess what? The next person gonna share that information with you. So it's I hate the crabs in the barrel.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Because if you're real good at it, guess what? It don't even matter.
That part. Exactly.
Right. And the thing is, you are you and that person is somebody else. Like she said, you bring something different to it. But
completely different than but I say with YouTube, if you see it's not working, then I think that you need to look to see if you need to change something. Sometimes I think we get real comfortable in what we do and we do the same thing. But like even with Warmstrong, he had to change it up.
But again, you have to, if you make change, you have to give it time. My problem is I'll change like my videos and again I still do it now. I'll change something, but then I'll change more than one thing at a time. So now I don't know which change actually worked. So you start changing things up and you don't give it time to catch on. Like your starting time, Betty, it's like 9 a.m. You got to give it time to see if it works. If after a month or two and it's like, well, no, I'm not growing and people are not coming on, maybe you have to look at it. But you can't look at the first 2 videos and say, hey, didn't work. I got less viewers. Didn't work. Let me change. And then you change something else. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Let me change to something else. You have to give it time to see if the changes work.
But sometimes I'm talking about me, y'all. I ain't talking about nobody in the chat.
Oh, yes, you are. Come on, tell the truth.
If your stuff is boring, please let me know if my stuff boring. It's true. Sometimes I keep saying that, but sometimes it is what it is. At least somebody can work on it too, and improve it. And I know if somebody come and tell me something, they're doing it from their heart. They're not being mean. I'm not gonna take it that way, even you know what I mean? It's like, oh, something I might be able to improve on.
Well, but let me be honest with you. I'm just talking.
Yeah, you know what?
I
plan to. You and Warmstrong are talking about exactly what I want to talk about today. If I'm able to go live, so you're talking about pivoting, and I was thinking the same thing earlier. You have to change it up sometimes. And Miss Betty, I know exactly what you're talking about. Sometimes, like if you ask people in your audience or viewers of your channel, what do you want to see? Did you like this? A lot of times people aren't responsive or as responsive as you want them to be, because sometimes people tell you what they want to see, and other times they're just like, oh, I like whatever you put out. So, just trying to gauge whether or not that is what they really want to see is difficult sometimes, because you might like it as a creator, but then they might be like, oh, that's boring. So the only way you really know, or one of the only ways you really know how to fix it, is by getting feedback. So a lot of times I'm trying to do that. Like, what do you all like? Do you like this video? Let me know in the comment section, because I'm really honestly asking, do you like it? Because now I know, let's do less of this and more something else. I've taken the opportunity to try to pivot a little bit in my channel, and I'm like, okay, so.
And you want to think about getting better. Each time you go get better, it could be your lighting, it could be your sound, it could be your what I want to say. I always say keywords. That's not what I mean. What I'm thinking about, the little
SEO,
the tags on it. But shoot, I was telling Warmstrong, I see somebody with SEO 0 and they got a lot of
which makes absolutely no sense to me. And it's like, why am I spending my time?
Tell you that though. They tell you that it don't matter. And
apparently it doesn't. So I stopped wasting my time with every video trying to get that SEO up to 100. I quit doing it. First of all, I never got one up to 100. But I stopped doing it.
But you know what I know that's been working for me?
I asked you a question first.
Oh, I thought you was talking to your sister.
I thought she was doing sign language again.
I was raising my hand. What's an SEO?
Search engine optimization. It makes your video more searchable. Okay. Is what it is.
And you know what? You hear differing opinions about that, because in the past I always heard you better have it. Make sure you got your tags in. Make sure the hashtags, the description, all that. And then some people say it doesn't matter. It's just for the spelling accuracy in the tags. So I'm like, well, what is it? Because I have gotten to SEO at 100 a few times, but my videos. Then I'm looking at the video. I'm like 45 views. So
right. It's like I did all this work to do that, and then it's nothing worse. YouTube. I hate YouTube. You put a video out and you're like, I don't really like this video. Bam, it bangs. It's going out 1,000, 2,000 views, 5,000 views. Okay, I put out a video that it was a masterpiece. I spent 8 hours putting it together. And this video is gonna rock. 25 views. It's like, what? What? I spent all week putting this together. I didn't know. And so, again, I quit trying. I put together what I think is good, but I try not to spend too much time on it, because whatever I think apparently doesn't matter.
A lot of times it's that wording in the title and the description. I've learned that in the last couple of weeks. Yes, it is. It's something about when I put that over 60 thing. I'm telling you, YouTube leaving my videos out there longer than they used to.
I hear what you're saying. Some of my best videos, they didn't have my face. They didn't have talking. They did everything that they say not to do. That video had, and they're still getting views from a year ago. And it's like, how? And then I try to repeat that magic. Well, now it doesn't come back.
It's something there. Remember I said I did that when I don't want to use that title. Where are all the sexy black something women over 60? That sucker was
it's clapping.
Kept popping. I did a second one. They put it back out there again the same way. I changed the name, but then I put it down in the tag. That sucker's still out there. but I put it down in tab and I changed the name completely.
See, that's the part. I almost feel as if because Miss Betty and Warm and Jamie, I'm the type of person like I'll go back and look at my titles and just sit there. I'm like, okay, what needs to be done with this title? And then I'll look at my thumbnail. What do I need to change about the thumbnail? And I'm sitting there trying to figure out. But he's right. The stuff I put out, and I'm like, I'm just throwing it out there, and if whoever catches it, and it's like boom. And I'm like, what? Really? But then the stuff I'll take
is good though. I need to see what everybody over here said, but a thumbnail still is good.
But they say people look at the title and the thumbnail. But
they do. That's what I just said about the title. Some even with the YouTube gods, the algorithm, they looking for something.
But you know what, they looking for something.
Part of it. I really have.
But then you'll go to some people's channel and they don't have thumbnails. They're just sitting there like this. You just see the video and they have thousands of millions of views. I saw that yesterday and I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I don't need to put thumbnails. Maybe I need to stop wasting all this time.
Hold that one thing. I want that thought when I come back because you know I be done forgot it.
Yes,
I'm trying to catch some people that came in. GWT181. Hey, yes, it's been a while. I've been gone for a little while.
Yeah.
Elliot said I'm gonna do some shorts for a while. I want to talk about shorts. I'm a whole lot for a while. Then do video. I ain't got that much longer. Then do video edit stuff. Okay. He also said I got to upgrade, but the cost is high. I don't know if he was talking about upgrade to TubeBuddy, maybe. I think I only pay 40 something a year until I reach 1,000, something like that.
Well, I'm cutting my
I just renewed it. I'm like, why not?
I don't feel like I'm gonna invest a lot of money into YouTube until I am making a little bit more. I call it my YouTube stimulus check at this point because it's like, But as far as thumbnails, I try to work on the thumbnails and all that. But y'all, I honestly do this because it's fun to me. And if I make money, yay. If I don't, yay, I'm okay with that. But like y'all stressing out. I took a step back from YouTube and all the social medias because I was just putting way too much energy into all of it. So I had to take a step back because honestly, it was a God thing. Like I wasn't focusing on my spiritual life. I was so focused on YouTube and Instagram and all the. I was like, I had to shut off the noise. And when I came back to it, I was just like, listen, I'm gonna put my stuff out there. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I don't care. I'm having fun. And when it's not fun, I'm not gonna do it. But when it's becoming a job, like a job, to where I'm like constantly thinking, like we have production meetings. My daughter and I, we have production meetings at the beginning of the month. We're trying to focus out what we're gonna cook or plan out videos or whatever. But y'all know I have autoimmune issues, so if I am not feeling good, I don't give a dang about no YouTube.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You know what, Jamie? But okay, I'll just say for me, so I came on YouTube for a different reason. It wasn't for me to have fun, although I do have fun a lot of times. And I feel like I had to pull myself back for the same reason, Jamie. I was like, I'm not giving my time to God. My husband's like, Drea, you are a mother and a wife. You need to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? I had to reprioritize and recenter. And I'm like, okay, I need to be on social media because I got here for my business and I want to put things out. But I was still take way too much time trying to, put things out on all these social media platforms, not just YouTube, because it's very time consuming. But I also had to think, okay, my priorities have YouTube hit the top, YouTube and social media became my number one. So for the same reason, Jamie, I was like, okay, wait a minute. my alignment is off. I need to refocus, pivot, and get back in order. So I was spending a lot of time doing that. That's why I wasn't that visible, but I was still working in the background, a lot of work in the background, more on the business end and not the social end, because I felt like I was doing too much socially.
Yeah,
I'm trying to go
was everywhere. Me, you, and
everywhere,
everywhere,
everywhere, and everywhere. And I was like, wait a minute, I can't be everywhere all the time. I have a family. That's my first priority. And as much as I want to be everywhere and socialize, believe me, I like the social aspect of it. It wears you down, and you have to find a balance. You got to find, okay, this can't be that.
That's the problem, though. I mean, again, I'm retired, and don't have a wife, or I'm sorry, don't have a partner. I'm going to be politically correct, because anywho, let me stop. Take it down. It takes time, but like imagine this right now. And again, Betty, I'm having a great time, and we could be on it all day if you want to. This is going on 2 hours.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the clock.
I got 700 people that I'm trying to keep up with.
Yeah,
2 hours on one.
So now
this other person's going to go live.
Right now, I'm saying this going in at 50 minutes. See, before I would have just let it go on.
Destination Fun is having a live tonight, so that's another hour.
That what
it adds up. You can't do it. So again, I don't apologize if I can't get to everybody. I try to.
Yeah, that's what I'm stopped. I stopped.
Me either. I don't apologize.
We should all know we can't get to everybody.
I can't. I mean, if I don't make your live, nothing personal. I just couldn't make it.
I just couldn't make it.
Because life is still happening.
Life is still happening, and
it's still happening. I'm getting ready to drop down because I gotta go to the doctor with my baby. So
there you go.
Love y'all. I really do.
Bye-bye.
I know.
Bye, Jamie.
Here, and like I said, I don't know if anybody's going live at 11. Just let me know, and we'll tell us little happy camper to But just a minute before you leave, though, really. We all have difference while we're here, but I'm here to make money. I ain't gonna lie. I love it because I do. I love being on the camera. But I know then it does become a job because I'm here for a reason for that. Yeah. So I know I have to structure certain things in order to get that done. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
I agree. Same here. And it's another stream of income. Yeah. Same thing. I tell myself, I work hard. I'm really hard on myself. When I'm up until 3, I didn't go to bed until 4 o'clock this morning. I had to get up at 5:30. No, I'm up. Stop. I'm up all times of night.
I used to do that. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I'm lucky. I'm retired, have a pension.
I'm retired.
I'm not doing this for an income, but since
I'm
doing
it for the income, but I want it.
But my goal is to get monetized. Again, whether my first check is $1, whether it's $1,000, as long as I get monetized, it's like, hey, I did that. My kids laugh at me because I say, my son still lives with me. And I'll say I'm going down. I have a little desk and everything's set up at a little desk. I'm going to the office today, and he just laughs. That's you're not working or whatever. Once it became affiliate with Amazon, and a couple people clicked on my link, it's like, wait a second, you're getting paid. Well, it is a job for you now. It's like, well, see now you agree with me. It is work.
It is because when I first started, I didn't even want to say it was a job because I was retired. So I just said, "Oh, child, I'm just having fun." Like, girl, a job. But I learned that after that, during the break, that it was even hard for me not to even come on here. But it took a couple of weeks before I stopped hitting that button as soon as I got up in the morning.
I still have a habit of doing that. I mean, I get first thing I do, I wake up, put some coffee on or tea on.
What you do?
Cut my laptop on, sit at the desk, and start editing. Start looking who's live and who's this, who's that, and it's like it goes on. It goes on all day long. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it, but again, it's work. It's time consuming. And how people do it, Sticky Girl, how you do it with a family and all that other stuff. I don't know.
I don't know either how they do it. I don't.
It is a challenge.
I say youth is on their side. That's what I'm sure it is. Youth
I
is
don't feel
on.
like that sometimes, Miss Betty. When these
Yeah,
kids
but
want
you
me
got
here,
a lot because the kids are still needing a lot from you. And that's what I'm saying. Women your age, those are the women I really want to get to because life just passed by. You be like, and then you're like, when the kids are all grown, you look back and you like, life just went by.
and that's the part, Miss Betty, because I don't want to miss out on those moments as
Yeah.
well, and
Cause
it
I
makes
rush
me,
my kids. Ooh, Herb get potty trained. Ooh, Herb
yeah,
to go to kindergarten. Ooh, hurry up. And then you look back, and my mom used to tell me, all right, you gonna remember these days. And before you
Right.
know it, they little bratty teenagers.
yeah, I know. I had the same
I don't
issue where I
like
rush,
them.
rush, rush. I feel like I had a chance to do it over again because of the way that my kids are grouped. Like I had the older kids and the younger kids. So I feel like with the younger kids, I was like, okay, I have to be more intentional about trying to be, more present because I'm like
Mhm.
that, like boom, 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 let's go, let's move, 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 let's go. And I have to pull back. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I need to be doing more, with the business and more on this end, more here. Because like you said, Miss Betty, my thing was, why am I'm on here? I might as well be making money. Why
Yeah.
am I on here and I'm not making money? I'm doing all this work. I want to get paid for it. And that is
Yeah.
just the honest truth.
But
And
it's
it's just
nice. That's what makes up YouTube. Everybody, some people I know, I think GWT181, are you the one return? Some people are getting ready to retire, and they want to, and the way the world is made, like I said, I don't talk to my neighbors on
Right.
both sides of me. So as you get older, you got to think your friends are, some are dying, some are moving, some are whatever. So you want to make new friendships. So that's another thing about YouTube, you know. So not only the money making aspect of it, and then I also know the business side too, because that's why I say where the bank came so important to me. I know, and that's why I always talk about them sponsorship. I know that's what bring, and only 1%. They say 1% of people can really make it with their families, and really make a really good life on YouTube. So I don't know if it's just 1%, but they say 1% is what
Well,
I
I try,
heard.
again, like my channel, it's like I'm working my kids. Nobody in my family can believe I'm on YouTube. I mean,
Mhm.
it's like crazy. I really don't mention to my family that I'm on YouTube. If it comes up, it comes up. Um, but I would like to build this channel up, and it's hard for me to talk in terms of because I've never been a business person. So brands and things like that, I don't talk in those terms. I'm trying to build my brand up, and what I would like to do, I'm getting up there in age. I'm an old man. I'm 62, and I'm getting up there in age. 3, 4, 5 years from now, I'd like to be able to build this brand up and say, hey, son, hey, daughter, here you go. Here's a built-in audience. Here, you're monetized. Make it your channel. My son likes gaming or whatever he's into. Make it a gaming channel. You got your 1,000. You got your watch hours. Make it. Understand you have to build on that and keep your watch hours up. But make it your channel and have another stream of income where you don't have to go out there and leave the home to make that money.
Mhm.
But that's more of what I do it for. It's
Yeah.
not. I mean, again, everybody would love to make money. I'd like to make $1,000 a month. Bye.
I gotta go, guys.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thank you so
bye,
much.
Jamie. This was fun.
We
I
got about 7 minutes. Thank you. Oh my
Bye,
goodness,
Jamie.
man.
Everybody knows Jamie.
She was running from the back to say bye to
I
Jamie.
know. Trisha Natural. Bye bye. She said it's fun and I love meeting new people, but also I want to get monetized and earn an income from my channel. Trish does natural hair and also Jamia. And I've seen where Geeky Girl's done her hair. So
Yes,
I
ma'am.
got listen, but it has helped me though. I can say with my hair underneath here, it's starting to really grow. And then I say by the end of the year, I'm gonna pull this off and I'm gonna be in my natural hair. I want to be like everybody else, but I want my hair underneath before I come out of here. But yeah, it is. YouTube is it's work.
It's work.
It is work.
It's brutal.
And again, it's like right now, Betty. Again, I don't even know how many people you have in here. But
I
like
got 12.
with your chat going like right now, and everybody's in here. Me thinking business wise, it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this in. I mean, people are still here.
I know. I used to think like
People
that.
are still engaged.
I used to think like that. There is another life outside of YouTube. I used to think it. Yes, I did. My sister, even when I would leave, she told me, you had all the people in there. I say they'll be back. They'll be back. So you're saying still at this point you would not leave if you had 12 people engaged?
If people were still engaged in the chat, nope. Again, if I'm trying to force a subject and trying to keep, that's something different.
And I'll end it too.
I know you will.
When I'm trying to grasp, I'll end it.
But
you think it's not hard for me to say, okay, in 5 minutes we're gonna be gone? Yeah, but I want my life.
Okay,
that takes discipline.
But again, if you're saying you want your life and you getting off here and gonna go to the park or go someplace with your husband, but if you get off here to go to somebody else's channel, if you get off here,
but I wouldn't stay here as long. I wouldn't stay there 2 hours. I'll go there and say hi, sit there for a little while, stay there long enough for I would count. But I've just learned in the previous time on YouTube, I know that if I end this at 11 o'clock, or even if I ended it at 10 in an hour, guess what? I come back on here tomorrow, they gonna be here because they like being here today. They gonna be here. YouTube gonna be here. I understand so you sit here. Okay, say if you had 12 people for 8 hours, you gonna sit here for 8 hours.
Yes, if they're still engaged.
I love each and every one of you. I used to do what Bill does. I am refusing to do what Bill does at this time.
No, Betty, you didn't do this. You would go to everybody else's channel for 8 hours.
I know.
You are getting. You're growing your channel right now. You're growing your channel. You getting your watch hours. You're working your way to monetization.
I am.
When I met you,
I got other things I want to do, not what I need to do. I want a life besides YouTube, and it can be done.
And that's what I just said. If you're getting off here to do something other than YouTube,
my life.
That makes sense, Betty. If we get off here right now and I go live and you come to my live, I'm going to smack you.
No, because I may come and I may stay there just so long enough to give you time. You got a body, but I'm not going to stay there. I'm not going to leave here and go somewhere for 2 hours.
See, I agree. I can see both of your points because that's where the challenge comes in for. Because I definitely want to have my life back, but that's where the challenge comes in because I think as creators, so we're creating things for our channel, trying to build our channel, but then we're also trying to go support others, and that's where all of this time, comes into play.
Oh my God!
That is one of the problems, and that was what Betty was. Again, see, Betty taught me a lot without even saying anything. When I first met her, she would go live an hour or whatever like that, and then the whole rest of the day, 2-3 hours on somebody else's channel.
Oh, somebody else's.
And my thing is, your channel comes first. I don't care whoever is coming on live.
And
now,
I forgot that.
If your channel is going not live now and you trying to get watch hours, you build your brand up. Doesn't mean you don't support that. Doesn't mean you don't support them. Betty, in my head right now, it's like, man, Betty got all these people in here, and she's getting enough. I should go live. And hey, everybody come on to my channel.
I know.
In my head, if she don't want them, I take them because I'm trying to get.
It ain't like I don't want them. I definitely, and that's why I tell you. You think it's not hard for me to end it, but it is. But I know they'll be back tomorrow. If I come back tomorrow, and that's what I want to tell people. I'm not going to be here every morning. If I want to come on here, and it may be most mornings this week because I want to build back up my hours again. But I really enjoy it. And when you enjoy this, yes, I don't want to leave, but I need to because I know what I need in my life.
And I'm glad you need to, because I need to do it live myself. I'm on here when I should be editing, and I should be doing a ton of other things I won't even list.
Right.
But
and see, and that's like Geeky Girl. See, she should stop in, hello, and then get back to her business. Me, I don't have a life. I wasn't going to go live. I wasn't going to be editing. I'm looking at things.
You ain't got a life. See, that's what I'm talking about. I used to say that.
Well, again, when I say I don't have a life, I don't have small kids. I don't have work to do.
I
you know what I'm saying? I mean, again.
But you do. You want to get out. You want to go and meet up with your friends. You want to.
No, I don't. My friends are right here. if I wasn't on YouTube, I'd be watching the Game Show Network right now.
Okay, who going live next so we can raid whoever? Who's going, Geeky Girl or who?
I am going live today. I'm going to push myself to get back on there because I need to.
Are you
but I'm not going.
11?
No, ma'am. I need to go get baby boo together.
Okay. Okay.
I wish I were, because I would gladly take everybody.
I know.
Right. I mean, but again, I mean, and everybody does everything differently. But again, as long as people are engaged,
I know what you're saying.
Because that's what I want. Because you're not gonna see Kmart or Kmart. Let me not go Kmart. Walmart. You know, we got a full store. Well, you know what? Man, we're gonna close down right now, and that ain't gonna happen. They're gonna get every last dollar they can. They gonna. I mean, if I was a business, again, well, we got to close down so Sears can make their money. No, Sears. I say I'm trying to date myself. What's some other stores?
You're trying to date yourself.
Macy's.
Macy's. Kmart and Sears. Oh my, how old is this guy?
He said, now you're going to make me stay on here longer. But Armstrong can do a 24-hour live.
If I had people in here, I would do a 24-hour live.
Now, you know what? Somebody said they got 500 hours.
See, and I'm like Warshawn, I would consider that if I didn't have to do this mama stuff and wife stuff. Oh, I probably would too, because I know I need those hours.
And I don't. That's why people see me on at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And he did a 4-hour live. He did a 5-hour live. GW. I'm just up here playing with the platforms and having fun. But again, it's like I could have did it unlisted. I could have did it private. But you know what? Why don't if I'm playing? Why don't I go live and get the watch hours? And that's what I do. And people come on and I try to entertain it.
Armstrong, you could do the 24 hours with a panel. You just have to adjust everybody, you know, and then they know what time to come up. But and that was. I've seen people do that. So
that is part of the business. And again, it's like unlike a TV show. Well, I look at it unlike a TV show, like you said, they'll be here tomorrow. See me, it's like they may be here tomorrow. I mean, again, this live may be booming. The next live, like, where did everybody go? I just knew I was going to get. And so I don't take it for granted. It's like, well, I got them in here. Let me
put it this way. Say if it was 2 people in here right now, I'm gonna give them 2 people the best I got. You know, they listen, they hear, boy, they hear for me. So I know what you're saying. The only time when I'm start grasping and I feel myself, I'm gonna end it. You know, I'm not gonna keep trying to pull the teeth. Is what it is.
Right, and I understand that. If you're grasping, I understand that. But like me, like right now.
Okay, D. Thank you.
Bye, D. Like right now, it looks like you have
10
people in here.
They probably would have been more if I didn't say I was leaving, but go on.
Right. Imagine staying on for another hour. That's another 10, 12 hours. And the way that it works is it'd be another 20 hours or whatever. And you're trying to get hours. Woo. I mean, you're there. It's like, here's the fountain, drink. No, I drank enough for the day. I'm full.
That's not what I'm saying, though.
No, you have a life. I understand.
Yeah, that's what. Now he done got me keep going. You know that, right, Geeky Girl? He got.
Well, again, hey.
Yes, and I'll have to drop down at some point.
Look, you and Geeky Girl. See, you have kids. You have a husband. You have what I call a life. And Ben and I, we do have lives outside here, but it's not the same type of life.
I know.
Yeah, you have a little bit more flexibility than I do. That's
A
all.
lot more
Yeah,
flexibility.
I'm on a schedule,
Oh,
and I
he's
must
still here.
abide
You
by.
got to stick to that schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is. I do. I understand what you're saying. I do. Because like I've been dreaming about getting my 1,000 and my, to go ahead and get monetized. So I know I'm gonna have to start working on the subscribers. I do know that.
Yes.
But I want organic growth. I don't want the other kind.
Betty,
That's
I was that way. And
I know, but I'm just saying.
About a month ago, I switched back up, and
I know, and I'm sure I'll switch back up to that part. Like I told you, there's always a way, but it's like, let's just see where
I do though. I do. My main focus now is like the travel and the cruising and travel people. That's my main focus.
Oh,
and I try to pick up other people on the way. Go ahead.
I don't want to stop. But that's another thing, Geeky Girl. What we found out, especially with him, he knew to find his. Do you have a niche? What you consider a niche, Geeky Girl? See, that's
Not okay. See, here's the thing. I thought, because I heard again all these people saying get a niche, and then people are saying don't. It's just so it's difficult to try to figure out where my footing is for me.
See?
I feel like I've pivoted a few times. Like I came in, under the pretense for my business, and it's still the framework is still there because I still wanted to be business based.
Thanks everybody for coming.
If I had to pick something, I would say motivation and education. But then sometimes they don't go hand in hand, and it's like they're like pick one. But then I feel boxed in. I like to be able to.
Say with those two, because you can always tie those in if you wanted to. Do you feel like you're slip sliding all over the place though?
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
See, that's what it was with me. I never got a firm footing. Everybody told me I had lifestyle, but I was like, I felt, so I know how you feel all over the place. So what I decided, and then I got a firm footing, was just do the over 60, girl, and you'll be all right. And then now I feel like I have a base. And you know what? The YouTube analytics, the YouTube gods, they gonna know where to send me at. They don't know where to send you at. They don't. Because you're doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. And they like, where do you go?
Well, most of my content is still motivation based, and me trying to, have conversations. They're all pretty much the same thing. They're still under the same umbrella. But I do feel like YouTube or whomever wants me to pick that one thing and just kind of do that one. They do. And it's difficult to do that when I'm trying to merge my personality and what I want to do, but still be under my business channel. I don't know if that makes sense because
it makes sense.
Because
go ahead, Armstrong.
It's tough because, again, before I was just trying to get subscribers. Then I got into the cruising community, and it's not so much the community; it's the people around the community. They just had a big group cruise, and a lot of vloggers were on there. They were like 70, let's say 100 vloggers, because it was 2 years in the making. 100 vloggers on there. The thing about that is there was 900 followers that went because they wanted to be around the vloggers. So when you got that community, that's what I'm trying to catch on to. It's like when people know that this is what you're about. And now, I mean, I'm going to all these, different cruising chats and things like that. I'm getting subscribers. I don't even know who they are. And it's like, but they're people that are in that community and they're coming here, but they know what my channel is about. Yeah. And that's where I feel like, and I don't know, I'm not going to say that, YouTube is pushing my channel out to that community, but again, it people in that community get to know your name. I go to the chats. Hey, hi, hello. People I don't even know. Hey, hi, who? And I speak to everybody. Hi. I'm in everybody's chat. But when they see my name, Warren Strong Adventures, oh, I know him. Oh, I saw him over here. Oh, he's here. He's there. And that's what I try to do because.
But I think that's where really, I think me and Geeky Girl, we've lost a lot of time. I do, because if we didn't feel that firm footing long time ago, we should have.
Well, it's a. I think that's a tougher venue. Like a lifestyle channel is tougher because it's like people are looking for subjects, photography, knitting.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Cooking. They're looking for topics. Lifestyle is just so broad. Nobody.
That's,
I mean,
yep.
who are you sending it out to?
Yep.
Geeky Girl, she had something, and I told her when she first started doing it, word of the week. I think it was word of the week, not of the day, because I was thinking, man, she should do that every day. But again, I know you're busy. But again, to me that always will catch on. It may be slow because people, not sure. But again, to me, that's $1 million ideal because people will always want to.
He keeps saying that.
Thank you for that feedback because I keep hearing that. But then if you look at my views, I'm like, I don't see it. And
maybe you need to change the content up.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say that's why my footing is kind of. I feel like I'm, in a better place. However, what I'm trying to do is implement those things that I did under my business umbrella, which makes it difficult because if I came in just saying I'm doing vocabulary words, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to do them every day. I really like that was what I saw at some point, but with my schedule now, it's just not even doable because you're trying to edit it and record it and all this stuff takes so much time to, put it out. Even when I batch create, that's why I just stuck with the 1 day a week because I know I can handle that for the most part. But anyway, so with my business, it was started because of my daughters and because we wrote the books, my husband and I co-created those books, and it was to put out the message for my girls to be who they were created to be. And that's pretty much the premise of Geeky Girls Journal. But in that, I still am really big on vocabulary words. So that's why I brought that into the channel. And I keep hearing that warm strong from people. Oh, we like the word of the week, and when are you going to do another one? And I was like, okay, maybe I should pull back for a minute to see if that's really what people are looking for. And I did, and people were asking about it. So I was like, okay, I'll bring it back because I would get like a lot of these messages. Hey, where's the word of the week? What's the next word of the week, Geeky Girl? Because if you all know, you probably don't. You weren't here, Miss Betty, for a little bit. But I stopped doing it for like a month. And I had like recorded probably about 4 videos ahead. And I was like, okay, I need to pull back on the word of the week and just go back to, motivational content.
Geeky Girl, now,
yes.
This is what you need to do. And again, for everybody in the chat right now, you're Geeky Girl. She's a published author. You don't know that because she didn't tell you that. You got to learn how to promote yourself. Come on here, push your channel. She has books. Her and her daughters. It's incredible. That little family and the daughters. I can't imagine what these girls are going to be like when they get older because they're building a foundation that we're looking at the next. And don't get me wrong, Maya Angelou. I'm sorry, I'm showing I'm mixed, so it's no. Anywho, but again, you're looking at the next one right here, and she's so humble that she doesn't push it. And what we have to do as content creators,
that's true.
You got to push yourself. You got to push, and again, it comes off as gloating or whatever, and most of us aren't like that. Most of us aren't on here. I'm going live this time. My new video is dropping. You got to do that. This is your business. You got to advertise.
That's what one YouTuber was saying. If they ain't tired of me, she said, I ain't ran my mouth enough about my channel.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. I thought about that the other day. My husband said that too. Dre, you need to say it. Tell about your books and your shirts and stuff every time you go live.
Every time.
Maybe do a video about you.
Say again?
A video about herself, know about me, or about how you
like all about me video.
You have to be consistent. I'm not saying the whole time that you're on somebody's channel.
Yeah.
But hey, every time you get on somebody's channel, like right now, I mean, everybody go check out Geeky Girl's channel and her books. And if you got kids and small children and stuff like that, look at some of these books.
And those graphics are amazing.
There's any other book out there. I mean, I've looked at it. And it's like.
See, that's what you got to hear. And you're absolutely right. I do know that I fail in that area because I don't push it enough. And I know I'm the only one that can do it. Right. I think I treat it as an afterthought a lot of times because I feel like, okay, I put the shorts up, I've done a couple videos on it, but not everybody sees those videos. Like you have to really talk about it every time because somebody who was there yesterday or who wasn't there yesterday might be here today.
Exactly.
And they don't hear me say it today. So I do have to get better at saying it every time I'm on camera.
And
I go right into the topic and I talk about it. I'm like, oh,
I fall
same here
off.
every day. That's
Even
why
in my videos, I'm gonna get a lot bolder because I don't, you don't do it enough in there.
You don't do it.
I try to do that now. Like when I go live and I see people and it's like, and I know like, well, this person goes live in, this person goes live there. They got a new video coming out. I try to push that because that's how you spread your word. If I don't say anything, what closed mouths don't get fed. If I don't say anything, people don't know. But unless they just happen to click on my channel, they don't know I go live every Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I go live. Yeah. They don't know. So I got there's 10, 12, 13, 15 people in here right now. I didn't even mention it once that I'm going live Thursday. I think Betty mentioned maybe once. I never mentioned it. And if I don't mention it,
live when?
Thursday.
4 p.m. Eastern. You know? But again, and it's like if one person out of the 15, that was a successful trip to Betty's channel. And Dicky Girl, as long as all the time I see you, I never see you promote your stuff. The books and I look at your stuff. I'm like, she got all this going on. My goodness, she's an actual company. I mean,
yes, I am.
she's where I want to be. She's got everything, books, the merch. I mean, it's like, my goodness, I've never heard you mention it. I just
I
happened to click on your channel and saw it.
But I know the first time Kevin put her, I can remember, I'm like, oh, that's pretty. I was like, ha.
See, it was meant for me to come up here today. I needed to hear this.
Yeah, that was like, really? Because I know one time me and Warmstrong, we tried to start where on a private StreamYard where we talk about each other's channels and look at your video to say, you know, what's this, that. But nobody else picked up on it, but me and him, and we learned a lot from that. You know that we haven't did it for a while, but that's another thing. Just getting with a group just to see. Well, maybe somebody else look at this can say, what's and and you can still do it your way. You don't have to agree on it.
No, no, absolutely. I look at it as feedback, because I'm looking at it differently than somebody who is not me looks at it. That's why I do like to hear the comments and the feedback from others, because it just helps me become a better person and better with the business, because I know that I don't promote it every time I'm on, because I'm so focused on, let me talk to everybody. Let me get, conversation started. Let me watch the flow. And then that I am losing that aspect of my business. That's the reason why I got on here. Was to promote and to talk about that, and to also to build a community. So around that, so I do need to step it up. That's it.
Okay. Well, let me just say this before you say that. Just hold on. Okay. Cruising for Fun say, Bill, let's do a 4-hour collaboration. AR Gun said, I know a guy that changed his channel and heard him, but then he can change it back though. He had a big sub base also. Changing it isn't bad, but once it's not working, he can always change it back. And then Trish, I'm just trying to get everybody. From my observation, a lot of longtime YouTubers seem to evolve from a niche channel to a lifestyle channel after they have built that committed audience, is what it is. And seemed like I had one more thing. Geeky Girl, you can add the book and merch information to your video outro too.
Yes.
That way it's shown every time.
It's on my outro. I mean, it's on at the end of all of my videos. I have, the girls holding books. I have all that, but I
stop with the end. Very beginning.
At the beginning.
Very beginning. Nobody stays to the end of a video.
That's true.
Nobody stays to the end.
But if you make the intro too long, though, sometimes people drop off.
I know people don't like that. They said, 30 seconds or less, 15 seconds or less.
You can do a lot in 30 seconds. Though.
You could. I mean, you got to put your. If you don't, nobody else will.
I need to start which I started doing. I put my animations back up because I stopped doing that because I felt I would look at my analytics and it was saying that people were dropping at us. I'm like, okay, so I don't need to have this because they say watch your analytics closely. And I thought, okay, well, maybe people don't want to see the intro. But then I saw people who said, oh, I love your animation, because it says right there at the beginning of my videos, geekygirlsjournal.com.
Right.
Maybe people don't pay attention to that, but I need to add something on the front also that's maybe I'm talking about the books or holding the books or my merch, my hoodies, something like that.
You think she could put a ticker maybe?
I would put everything.
I'm gonna have to start. You know what? I'm gonna have to start doing that because I feel like I was overloading. It's my business. You're right.
Yeah, they say it's not. That's what that one girl said. If they're not tired of you, you ain't did it enough. And I'm really talking to myself.
I'm gonna start doing it today.
AR Guns, he's talking about somebody had a channel and he changed. Yeah, he had a big sub base. See, my question would be, well, if he had a big sub base and everything going good, why did he change? See, there's something. There's a misconnect there somewhere. If my channel is doing really well, I'm not changing. So there was something there where he thought he could do better or whatever. Something was there where it wasn't there. And Cheryl, cruising is fun anytime. Part of the cruising community. Let's do a 4-hour collaboration. So I don't mind. Again, for me, I'm kind of a boring person, so that's why I look at myself.
Oh, will you stop that? Oh.
You are not boring today. I don't know who told you that.
Well,
I can't listen.
I'm feeling more comfortable.
They wouldn't ask you
like
if you were a whole 4-hour collaboration. So,
but yeah, no. Again, I'm willing to do anything. But again, it's like my thing is collaborations. Yeah. You know, hey, you help each other out. Hey, I do 4 hours for you, and you come over to my channel and we do 4 hours. Or Destination Fun, they do it. She's working with Chances Travel.
And also, she was a teacher. Nobody know that.
Who?
She was a teacher.
I look at Miss Betty. I was. Yes, I am. Yes, I don't say all that because I felt like, okay, is that pertaining to this channel, and do people care?
The word of the day.
Being an author and teaching people.
And word of the day.
Yeah, it matters.
Have you looked at? I gotta send you this girl. This girl is a teacher, and she her channel is so big. She does homeschooling, but she takes and makes subjects with everybody. I gotta find her. I got it. Elena's sister, but I don't know what her name is.
I see this lady who does that. She talks nothing but about like colors and and I can do all of that.
But would you like it though? That's the whole.
Well, I do like to teach. I like the aspect of teaching. I do like to share my knowledge with other people.
Channel.
And see, that was the thing. I would have to make another channel, which is the thing I don't want to do because it looks good on paper for me. Like, yes, I would want to do it because I think I could definitely grow that because that's something I did as a profession and something I actually like to do. But it would take away the time that I need to take for Geeky Girls Journal channel because that's already very time consuming for me. Just trying to do that mixed with all my other obligations. So
I think you can blend it in because people want to know. But again, when you say you're a teacher and you're trying to show people, you're trying to teach people, kids, and how to be a positive attitude and all this other stuff. Okay, why should I listen to you? That's when you throw in your professionalism as far as a teacher. You know, I'm not just not me talking. This is what I do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's like that. I mean, people want to know that. I'm not saying beat it, like a dead horse, but let people know that hey, I'm not just doing this because I think I'm doing this because I'm a professional.
Yeah.
You're a professional writer, for goodness sake. You're a published author. There's no way in the world I would not start my published author would not be like in the beginning of all my videos. I'm published author.
It's even like Trish the Natural, how she's going for a cosmetology license. Just think, once she gets licensed, she's a professional. They gonna listen more to her than somebody's not. So
and somebody just up here talking. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, because I don't think I ever heard you even say about teacher.
I didn't. I don't bring that up. I don't bring that up. I did teach. I have to say that you all are right though, because I was listening in on somebody's live one time and I happened to come in and say hello and all this stuff in the chat. And then when SP, I don't know if you all have seen or heard of him before, but I just happened to run into him. He's a creator. And he was in this chat and he was telling the other lady, oh yeah, she has books. Did you know that? And I was just like, and she said, no, I never knew that. And that's when I figured it out. I was like, oh, wow. I'm not doing my job. I'm not even doing what I came here to do. I'm not talking about it enough. So I do need to work on that.
Well,
Well,
everybody in
Do a
the
better
chat,
job.
we need to talk more on them channels now.
I haven't done it
Yeah.
yet, a Geeky Girl. My thing is, I'm going to buy a book or two for my granddaughter. I need autographs. I need you to sign that. The only way I'm buying is if you get an autograph.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I sign. I do sign things, and I
Again,
definitely would sign. I make them
Yeah.
personalized. You
again.
can also personalize them if you like. We have digital
Oh.
copies that you can personalize, but
Oh.
I do sign books if you want that.
Now you have a .com or a website?
GeekyGirlsJournal.com. I have a
Mhm.
website. I've had it there ever since 2015. Everything is in place. I have stores. I have
So what
merch. I
is the
have clothes.
.com? What's the
Geeky Girls is Geeky Girls Journal. One word.
Oh.
GeekyGirlsJournal.com. GeekyGirlsJournal.com. Yep.
And we
So
just learned
that's
about
on
this today.
and you just find and the thing is, see, this is why this is helpful to me, because you all know me enough.
Right.
And if you don't know, then I can just imagine who doesn't know, they don't even know about my channel, or that's, just visiting. So I have to step it up.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey,
And
Betty.
I just felt like I was talking about it too much. Like even my shorts, I've been sending off orders, and I did all these shorts, showing myself, send them, and doing the actual process. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing too much, but
Mhm.
I guess it's not too much. I need to go ahead and put them back up there.
Mm-mm.
Hey, AR Guns. Talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
D, you
I
gotta get out of
put
here.
geekygirl.com. Does it Geeky Girl Journal? Does it have
Journal.
a journal?
You can go geekygirlsjournal.com. Look, I'll put it up on my phone so you can see what it looks like.
Okay.
Anybody who's in the chat, and you can you go there, and all my social media links are up there if any people want to connect that
Oh,
way. But
okay.
also, I just put a new sweatshirt out, and that's the other thing I need to buy so I can wear it. I used to
Uh-huh.
wear my
Yeah, 'cause
t-shirts
it's
all the
so
time.
look at they are cute though.
Warm Strong. I did wear my t-shirts all the time in the summer,
Okay.
but it's
They're
very
cute.
cold here.
They're
I
cute.
wore my t-shirts, didn't I, Miss Betty? I
Yeah.
have lots of t-shirts, but I
Get a
also have
sweatshirt.
hoodies. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have hoodies. I'm gonna put my hoodies on, and
So
I'm
what
gonna wear them in
sizes
my
do you
videos.
have?
All sizes, from extra small all the way up to 3X. So
Okay.
we
Okay.
serve everybody. Yep, no
Okay.
discrimination. But
I get mad.
I'm gonna pull it.
I get mad because I go on people's lives or whatever, and they know my first name. Hey, Bill, don't call me by Bill. My name's Warmstrong Adventures.
I know. That's why
Because
when
people,
I
when they
go
hear
up,
Bill,
like
they don't know who Bill is. Warmstrong Adventures. Yeah, that's who I am.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
When I hear him say that now, I'm like, that's Warmstrong.
well, I'm trying to work on that because hold on.
Oh, it's kind of hard to see it, isn't it?
Let's see if I can make you bigger.
Oh,
I don't think so. Can I make her bigger?
You should be able to just
I
tap
was
on it.
gonna share. I can't share a screen, otherwise I would share a screen.
There it
Oh, there we
goes.
are. There we are. See, thank you, friends. I don't know. Can you see it? I
And
know
it's
it's a
so
glare.
cute. We can see it. It is so cute.
I'm trying to. Those are the books we
Yeah.
have. Ebooks. So we have those people who like digital books. They're here, and those are just the single books. This is a combo. And everything, it's on sale. I know you can't see it that well. Let me go.
So if they want it personalized, you have a page to tell them.
If they go here, it tells them everything to do. If you want to
Okay. And how
personalize it, those are some of the
okay.
shirts.
Okay.
And we have hoodies. I mean, that's it's pillows,
Pillows,
masks,
Lord.
pillow covers, masks. We got everything. I want you to see the hoodie because
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm doing this.
What am I looking at?
No,
Am I looking at Amazon.com? What am I looking at? You got your own website?
We have stuff on Amazon.
How are you not starting with that everywhere? And you better
It's
not
on Amazon too.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah, that's the sweatshirts. Yeah, with the hoods. All kids want that.
Yeah, the kids like the hoodies. We even have crop hoodies for people that like crops. So we have have quite a bit of merchandise here, and that's the new one right here. This is the one it's called Dreamer. But my daughter, who is an artist, but she's like one of those artists that like Erykah Badu. I'm an artist and I'm something about my stuff. So she drew this, and it's so beautiful. And I had to really get on her case to even put it up, but it's beautiful. And I talked her into allowing me to put it on the artwork.
That's your daughter?
This is us. This is somebody else. But my daughter created the artwork on this. You know what? Let me close the curtain. I think that might help. Let me see. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that helped. It helped.
Yeah, did it help a little bit?
Yeah, it helped. It helped, and it's different colors. Okay.
Yeah, it's different colors. Black, pink, light blue.
Hey, Geeky Girl. Don't
Yes.
apologize. Don't apologize for taking our time
Uh-uh.
advertising your channel. You are here. That's what you are here for.
Thank you,
don't say, hey,
Crafty
this is my
Leo
channel.
for that.
Make sure everybody in
Thank
this
you,
chat
Crafty.
go to that geekygirlsjournal.com and
Mm-hmm.
just take a look.
Yeah.
Just take a look. That's right, Mr. Bill.
Yeah.
So, see, it go. This sweater goes from small to 5X. So and it's unisex. Anybody can wear it. It's beautiful. Let me see. Oh, I can zoom in a little bit.
Oh.
But so look, thank you for the
well,
opportunity.
that's what we're gonna do, y'all. We're going to geekygirljournal.com.
And I also need to do this on my channel then.
Yeah, because you can get all where to go. Girl,
thank you for this.
Work. When she get off of here, she going to work.
I mean, don't. My suggestion would be.
I'm sorry, Miss Betty. I knocked my earpiece out.
No. my suggestion, though, don't overdo it. You don't become an infomercial, but always mention your stuff. Mm-hmm. Learn how to share your page and go to your page and share your sweatshirt. Mm-hmm. Wear a sweatshirt of yours and say, look, hey, this is blah 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 blah. Makes a nice Christmas gift or whatever. Valentine's Day gift. Put one with hearts on it. Valentine's Day. Think about this, Geeky Girl, and support the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And never apologize for promoting your brand.
Yeah. Woo. That's what I need to do. I need to stop, just stop not doing it. I need to just get to it. That's it.
Aretha said, Geeky Girl, you are huge. Don't be modest about your work.
Oh, thank you. And that's the thing. I've been so modest. Thank you, Butter Roll.
Her little baby dolls. That's Butter Roll. She needs. We gonna have to get on her too.
Right. Again, if she makes dolls for a living, Butter Roll should be on every time she comes on somebody's live or whatever. Hey, just mention it. I mean, again, I don't like being live either. I mean, again, and it's hard for me to promote myself. I'm getting better at it now. Mm-hmm. Thursday, 4:00 Eastern time. I'll be live, banter with Bill.
That's right, banner.
I would never do that before. But I'm trying.
Do you think that should be banner with Warmstrong since you don't want us to call you Bill?
No, I don't mind Bill. I mean, I want people to know Warmstrong, but again, banter with Bill would just sound like a catchy saying. So when I have my T-shirts made up, banter with Bill, people will know. Oh, Thursday at 4, banter with Bill. Banter with Bill, Thursday at 4.
Yeah, I like the flow of that. Banter with Bill sounds good.
Yeah, banter with Bill does sound great.
But again, I mean, if I don't promote me, nobody else really will. So
that's true.
Girl, if you don't promote yourself, Betty, if you don't promote yourself, nobody else will.
I don't enough. I don't.
I agree with you. I thought I was promoting myself enough, but I found out differently today. And I also heard that from somebody else. So I know I need to go ahead and stop being so modest and put it out there.
Yeah.
And I do know that if I don't do it, it won't get done. Nobody else will do it. Mm-hmm. So thank you for the encouragement and the kicking it behind.
We all learned something today, girl.
Wow.
I'm amazed. With our eyes wide open.
We're sitting here talking to a published author. My goodness.
Yes. Okay. So let me tell you. So my husband, that's a lot of his handiwork. We collaborated on that. I did the illustrations. If you look at the illustrations, that's all me. My daughter did draw one of the characters in there. The one that I'm telling you about, that's an artist. She drew the boy because I wanted it to be a family. I heard you talking about that earlier, Mr. Bill. That's what I wanted to do for Geeky Girls Journal, get it started. And when I'm long gone, I want my kids to be able to say, I want to take it. It's a legacy, and just let them do what they want. So I feel like I'm building on the front end. And you all have to understand, like, I don't know. I've never known anybody in business. When I started, it was bootstrap. I'm learning everything as I go. And I try to read as much as I can and figure things out. So that's why this conversation was really important for me, because I'm able to hear it in real time. Okay, this is what somebody who actually supports me thinks of my merchandise or my business or whatever, my channel. So thank the both of you for doing that. And thank you all in the chat, Crafty Leo, for dropping the link. I appreciate it. And Miss Betty for allowing me to do that here. But it's a learning, it's a journey. It's a journey I'm finding out every day. Is. And I have to, like you said, I know that I have no problems with the social aspect, but I definitely need to promote it more. I definitely agree. You're 100% accurate, 1,000%.
All of us. Yep, all of us.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
us.
Because it should be
when you look
something
at
I
it,
think
we're
about.
getting a huge part of the creators, but we're not getting a huge part of the audience.
Yeah.
And you want to put it, see, again, you want to put it out to people that don't know you. The people that know you, well, again, they're going to do what they're going to do.
She said, "You said yes, we are."
It's the people that that are just interested in what you have to say, and it's like, oh, she has merch. Oh, she has a book about kids, especially people of color. Again, I mean that's a market there in itself.
Over 60. That's a big market because we don't have a lot of over 60 African American women. I'm telling you, that's a big market.
Yeah.
So again, I mean, those are the markets, and you push it again. We'll make it because you'll get to a point. So I'm from the era. I'm 62. I'm from an era where when we grew up, the baby dolls were all white. You know, I enjoyed it.
Black baby doll.
I didn't have. Did you? You know, again, I never thought anything about it or whatever until you know you get older and you start realizing that that
good job.
Certain people didn't have the opportunity, didn't know that baby dolls could be black or whatever, and it's like, okay, well now you're promoting that, and that's what you're getting in on. Here's a positive image of you know, black kids, black families, black, because a lot of times, and this goes back years ago, and I don't want to take Betty's chat.
No, you know, I'll shut you down.
We didn't have that. There was you know, at one time, Bill Cosby show was like one of the shows where, hey, here's a black family together, college educated. We didn't have that a lot when I was growing up. You know, we had the comedians and stuff like that, and make it fun.
I had just Diana Carroll.
Yeah, and again, that was about as close as you got. You know, secretary or something like that. But we didn't have bosses. You know, we didn't have bosses. And Bill Cosby, again, no matter what you think of him, he started that where he started showing us a different aspect.
Yeah, different sides of being
of color, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's rare, you know. I mean, again, now, okay, I'm not gonna go there, but like it's good to see people of color.
Yeah, it is. It is. It you know.
And really, me personally, I think that's a good. I think what you're doing is admirable.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Work on it today.
I'm gonna work. I'll start today. You all are gonna see me like, oh, she took that hint and ran with it. I'm definitely taking that suggestion. Yeah, I'm sick of her. I need to be for people to be sick of me because you know it helps a lot with advertising and marketing myself with sales. That has everything to do with sales. If people don't know, they're not gonna know to go and they're not gonna know to purchase it. So it's all on me. And I agree,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna just say I agree with Mr. Bill about not knowing. Even I'm a little bit younger than you, just a little bit, and we didn't have Cosby Show. We looked forward to the Cosby Show every time it came on. And still, if I'm being honest with you, like we have a little bit more of a selection today for my kids, but it's really not a whole lot. I try to buy them dolls that represent them. I'll just put it that way. And I try to buy it because when you see it, you're like, oh, I got to grab it because it's not a whole lot. It's better than it was. But and also they make those dolls during a certain time of year. They're triple the price a lot of times.
Yeah. They're triple. That's one thing I can say. Ethnic stuff is double.
It's more expensive.
Even our hair products, double the amount.
$20 for some hair cream. Yeah.
Thank you.
I saw something on a cruise ship that I haven't seen. Excuse me. I went on a cruise around Christmas time. They brought out Santa Claus. Santa Claus was of color. I mean, he might have been from Pakistan or something. And in my head, I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be interesting. and people still coming up there. Hey, Santa, hey, Santa, hey, Santa. I'm like, really? I never saw that coming. It's like, oh no, that's not Santa. I mean, I would be a fly on the wall in the cabin. That wasn't the real Santa. No, whatever. it did my heart. It did my heart good to see that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, let's get by the color. It's the person.
It is.
And
It is.
that's why
And
people,
even when you pass a certain income or level, you see less of us.
yes.
I've seen that when even as working as a doula, you see less of us. When you go to meetings, you see less of us. It's, and then they assume something about you. Okay, because I never forget, because I didn't graduate college, but they assumed it. I didn't say anything, but they assumed because what I was doing and writing all the grants and stuff, they assumed I was, and the guy was even saying, because you college educated. Okay, I'm college educated.
Miss Betty, you all are touching on so many points. Because that was another reason why I continue to push forward with Geeky Girls Journal. Because when I was younger, I'm from Michigan as well, Mr. Bill. I think I heard you say that you're from Michigan at one point.
Detroit, yay.
Yeah, I'm from Benton Harbor. Do you know what that is?
Oh yeah, it takes 94 straight to Chicago. You got to go to Benton Harbor.
There you go. Yep, there you go. I have roots in Detroit as well, but that was one of the reasons that I started. There's a subcategory in my YouTube channel that when I first came back to YouTube after the pregnancies and all that, that I did a subcategory Women on Fire. And what you're talking about, Miss Betty, is the reason that I did that, because I wanted to start promoting, Black women that were actually on fire, that were doing things in areas that you didn't really see them in. Representation. Yeah, and I said I wanted them to be highlighted, and I'm still probably going to try to go back at some point to pull more women, but it was hard just trying to get them. So, because I remember when I was younger, going to like career fairs and things of that nature, not seeing us, and I was like, okay, I knew about the fields like doctor, lawyer. I didn't know about a lot of the tech fields. I didn't even know that we had representation in those areas. So my idea behind doing Women on Fire was to say, hey, you have African American women in this category as well, and I wanted girls, because I wanted my daughters to see that we can be in any industry and thrive in any profession, so that's why I brought that up, because you were talking about that. And I remember when I was younger thinking, I know about the doctors, I know about the teachers. And then when I got older, I was like, I wish I would have had somebody that looked like me that I saw in that specific industry, because my path might have been different. I might say, hey, maybe I wanted to become an aerospace engineer, or maybe
I know,
because you have so many.
About this, when I was thinking about this dreaming, especially with your eyes wide open, and I said, I wonder when I was younger if my parents would have really put that in my head. You know what I mean? To dream big, put something there. I wish they would have taught me for working for myself, though. Now, that's one thing.
But Betty, see, we come from an era. See, again, when Barack Obama got elected president, we come from an era, me and Betty, where I never in my life thought I would see a person of color in the White House. Never even thought it was possible in this country that you see a person of color. Never did I think you'd see a female vice president. But that's how far we come now. This younger generation, they think it's natural. Oh, that's the way it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, no, no. You can be whatever you want to be. It wasn't like, coming up in the 60s and early 70s, it wasn't like that. You couldn't be whatever you wanted to be. In my line of work, I was the first person of color. It was a first person of color. And trust me, it's a different experience when you're the first.
I know, and that's why I say when you get to a different,
it turns into something different. I mean,
it's something different when you're the first, and it's something different when you're the only. Now you still have people who are the only person of color. My husband faces that, and it's like, okay, how many people are there? And you're counting, but
it's funny. I mean, again, I did the same thing. I was in a position where, let's say there's 250 positions in a position I held. 4 or 5 might have been of color. So all these meetings I'm going to, and stuff like that, I'm the only one.
That's how it was.
And the looks you get when you say you're from Detroit. Well, I gotta be a thug or a hood or whatever. I mean, again, it's like, my goodness. Wow, is that really what you think? Everybody in the city of Detroit is a thug or a hood, and only had one parent, and all this. Is that really what you thought?
Yeah, that's what they thought.
But again, I can't blame them because all they can see is what they see on TV. All they can see is what they see in the books. All they can see, I mean, again, and
Yeah.
it's hard to blame them. That's what they saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why the Cosby Show was so important. It's not because it was just like the greatest show ever, but it opened eyes to a different way of life for people of color. And then the kids went off to college. It's a different world. They went off to college.
And really, university. The kids during our time, they went. It wasn't even. You just went. You either went to college or you went into service, one or the other.
Well, but for me, everybody, they went to the service or something.
That's what I'm saying. They either went to college.
They didn't go to college.
Service.
Yeah.
They either went either or, but it was just a given. Even if you had a baby in high school, you was going to college. You were going somewhere.
You know what kind of bothers? It doesn't bother me. You know the show Living Single?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah. Man, You Made Friends, which was just a ripoff of Living Single, and it blew up to one of the biggest shows ever. And I'm like, well, how come Living Single couldn't have been like that?
Yeah.
I mean, basically, you took the idea and switched around and changed the people around.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, how come? I mean, I'm looking at the same show.
Yeah.
With all the roommates and the neighbors and stuff like that. It's like, wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, I digress, Betty. I don't want to.
Yeah.
She said Detroit is the area where houses have no water or power. That's what they show.
Well, that's what they show on TV.
Yep. And what show on TV.
Believe it or not, we're surviving. Again, the problem with Detroit, in which people don't get into, I mean, again, high crime rate. I got you in certain areas.
Where
the city was one of the biggest cities in the world at one time for manufacturing. It was built for 2 million people. The auto industry started to diversify and started sending jobs to Mexico, to these other places where they could pay less money to get the same work. So the Detroit died as the automobile capital. So it kind of died. The foreign market started coming in, so it died. And Detroit had all their eggs in the automobile industry, so it died. So now, you had a city built for 2 million people. Now you have 600 million or 600,000 in there. That's a lot of empty houses. That's a lot of empty businesses. That's a lot of, and that's what you see on Detroit, where you see the abandoned buildings. It's got these neighborhoods that just the population there, and a lot of people are in these neighborhoods and don't want to move out. That's where they grew up. They don't want to move out. Well, now you still the police department is smaller, but the city is still the same size, and they still got to patrol this with less.
I know.
But you know, when you come to Detroit and it's like we go downtown, we go to certain neighborhoods, and I mean, my goodness, you know, you'd be people are shocked when they come down here. We're on the waterfront
because we hear it all the time.
I know, and again, I laugh at it, and I do it with the murder myth and all that.
You have Coney Island.
There is everywhere that's awful, you know.
And Dee is talking about Flint, Michigan. They used to have water from the city of Detroit, and they wanted to go. There's a city about 75 miles from Detroit. They wanted to get off Detroit's water system and do their own. Well, when they went to their own system, boy, oh boy, they really messed up, and the water was undrinkable. But now when you hear about it, you hear people say, "Oh, Detroit, that's where you got undrinkable water." Detroit was one of the first places in the country that had the purified water and added the chloride to the water. I mean, Detroit was one of the first systems to do this. Detroit had the first, highways. Detroit, I mean, there's a lot of firsts in the city of Detroit. You just don't talk about it because Detroit is crime ridden, and we had a problem. It was one of the most racist cities. I'm not. Let me not go racist. It was the most divided city, white versus black. So Detroit, now we're changing demographics of the city. Well, a lot of people started moving out, going to the suburbs. Land was cheap, and moving out to the suburbs. So the city became mostly black. We got a black mayor, and when we got a black mayor, he made a statement as far as
is that the one just came in?
No. This is this is going back to the 70s probably. It was like if you don't like this, well hit 8 Mile. 8 Mile where Eminem grew up. Hit 8 Mile on the other side of the suburbs. Hit that. So white people, I mean, there was white flight. I mean, you all of a sudden you see every house on the block going for sale, going for sale, going for sale, because of that. But again, Detroit, I mean, because of the auto industry went down, and you started having people, because we were used to having people with a certain income because of all the manufacturing jobs. When they started leaving, we didn't know anything better. We didn't have Google and all these other places coming in and trying to build us up. But again, it's coming back slowly but surely. But I've been in Detroit 62 years. I ain't never been robbed. Ain't never been shot at. Ain't never been, I did have my lawnmower taken out of my garage one time. But again, I mean, when you talk to people, it's like, oh my goodness, don't you get shot at every day? How many people have you seen murdered? And how many? I'm just like everybody else. Hey, what crime? Let me get away from this.
But let me tell you this. I'm gonna get off at 12 this time though. But I stay in an area. In fact, I got a video on about gentrification. This area is beautiful. Let me tell you, it is run down, but it is, people don't know what they have. We're on high land, no flooding. We have a lake I can walk down to, 2 lakes, one big, one beautiful area. We live in an area where you think you live in the country, but you're in the city. You got the squirrels, you got the possum, you got the rat, you got it all. So let me tell you what's happening. They coming back, it was white flight, but they want this land back.
Right.
Because it's high, no flooding, you got to pay no flood insurance. The land is expensive. They're on huge properties because now when you build, the houses are so close together. But our houses are so far apart and people don't realize what we have. I always say that.
Right.
And now I've been here over 30 years. I have seen where it used to be nothing but little African-American children coming. There are no African, all white. I ain't think I ever see that in my whole life. I got white people walking their dogs, they're jogging. But this was an area everybody was frightened of. And it's changing. And I'm telling you, it's a beautiful area. But once it's completely taken over, it's going to be so expensive.
Exactly. And
nobody's going to be able to buy into it.
But again, you got prime, real estate. But again, it's like, but every major city, I mean, Detroit's problems, don't get me, they're magnified. But again, it's because of why I told you, a city built up for 2 million, you have 600,000. So that's unheard of in all these other cities. They're losing population, but nothing like that. And Detroit, I mean, again, when you lose all those people, you lose income, so you don't have the money to tear down the buildings and revitalize the land and things like that. Dee said something about Philadelphia. Again, see, because of the internet, people go to Philadelphia and they show the crazies, and it's like, oh, Philadelphia exactly, well, everybody in Philadelphia is crazy. Well, they are, but that's crazy
Florida,
sports.
They are too.
Crazy sports fans. But again, Philadelphia has great areas too. Los Angeles, Seattle, all these places, they have great areas. But there's no story in showing you those areas.
I know.
The stories are in showing you for Detroit. The clicks on YouTube comes from showing you the negative
blighted areas.
And that's where you get the clicks, and that's what they see. And just like what used to be on TV, where they only showed certain things on TV, if that's all you see, that's what you think everything is. Trust me, people in Detroit, we don't like crime either. Again, I live right outside of Detroit. But again, I mean,
it's sad. Even in my area, I say it's sad because it don't have to be that way. With your properties, they'll say they don't have the money to fix it up. It don't take much to get a rake and start cleaning on the outside.
And that's what bothers me when I see people. I understand you don't have money for certain things.
Yeah, I understand.
It doesn't cost money to keep your property clean.
Why you can't cut your yard? Why you can't rake? What money does that take? And like I say, I know when you're poor, but then when you come home and you look at that blighted, and then you're going to get depressed.
Right.
Then you have to go clean
Well,
it up.
and that's what I try. I want people to do is you need to get out and see more. A lot of people in Detroit, they don't get out.
True.
They don't. They think abandoned building is common. They think property has no value, and every other place property has value. In Detroit, they don't think that. And Detroit is just Detroit. The city is just starting to learn that. They have a riverfront that borders Canada, the Detroit River. They just started building that up like 10 years ago. Before it was always about.
Hey, Stock Explorer.
Hey, Nora. It was always about business using the river to get their stuff in and out real quick. And now they're trying to learn how to build it up and make it a destination for people to come in. So if you come down in here in downtown Detroit, you'd be shocked at what downtown Detroit looked like. Most people, because it's like,
I'm sure I would.
I can't believe this is Detroit.
I know. I'm sure I would for sure.
I mean, you don't want to. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to make a wrong turn coming to downtown.
Yeah, well, that's it. But that's any place.
But that's anywhere.
Here. That's what I'm saying. That's anywhere.
You don't want to make believe me, at nighttime, you don't want to make a wrong turn. So even in Australia, I've heard my son talk about, he stay in Australia, he talks about parts of Australia. Ooh, they live there. That's a poor area. He talk about it too. So, it's all over the world. I got a good 5 minutes here. Ain't nothing Warmstrong to tell me. Go ahead, Warmstrong. What was you gonna say?
Hey, Betty, and I was about to say, I looked at it. I'm seeing 6 people in your chat. See, it's dropping. You see, you're losing interest. Now's the time to get on out.
Now you get on out.
You know what? A lot of 6 people to me is a lot. It is, Warmstrong. I hate to say that, but
listen, I'm glad you decided to stay another hour. Because I was able to have this conversation with you.
But it's going down.
Oh, did anybody ask you?
No, I'm just saying. Again,
he said now's the time to roll out if you want to.
It's all my opinion. You can stay on, but it's like, okay, now I got to work out. Is it worth my time?
But you know what? One more thing I want to say, though. I know, and this is definitely something I want to say about making, being a YouTuber and how our videos should become higher quality, look better than when we started out. I know a lot of people say, and I know a lot of people still use their phones, and that's good because they are their great cameras. But getting a camera too, it's just an added plus because I use both. I use my my camera home and I use my phone out. So just having lighting, if you don't know how to do lighting correctly, there's YouTubes that can show you how not to have that light in your glasses. I always like to say that. But yeah, we should. And I want to take a photography class. I'm going to take that online because I don't know about all the settings, aperture, and all that other stuff.
Right.
What you laughing about?
Because right now I'm looking at your picture and I see your screen in your glasses.
Oh, because I need to take the light down. I already know what it is. I need to take the light down. If I take it down, but then the room will be darker. Don't start with me. I don't talk about your eyeglasses.
I know you. Well, you just did about the ring and stuff. I got you. I got you. See, that's your pet peeve, and we all have them. But I'm like, well, you don't have rings. I see laptop monitors.
Is anybody going live at 12 o'clock? I done got hungry too.
Right. That does sound good. Getting something to eat.
I'm gonna get some more coffee.
But Betty, as usual, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, I appreciate each and every. We learned so much from Warmstrong, and then Geeky Girl gonna do a lot more marketing, and I am too. And we're gonna, yep. And you gonna have to, another thing, Geeky Girl, finding other people that are authors, published authors and stuff, and getting into those groups too.
Yeah, because those books are self-published. We wanted to be able to control it and to do it the way that we want to do it. So we just took that route of self-publishing, which meant more work. But yeah, you're right. I had to connect to those areas.
I don't think D in Australia ever go to sleep. Yep, nearly 4 a.m. here. I have a live to join at 6:30 in the UK.
Ooh.
God bless you. That's why I say everybody need to know D, honey.
D is always there. I mean,
Ooh,
and again, it's like I know
Lord
the
have
time
mercy.
difference is there. It's like a night
I
owl,
need to
maybe.
pay. I need to pay D. I need
D,
to pay.
D, that's a job just being awake for that long.
Right.
And she
Yeah.
worked, but I think she's got free time off. That's a good thing about Australia. They get a lot of leisure time.
Oh, that's great.
A lot. They want to be like Americans. They know, like I know, they better keep getting their
Keep it
times
going.
off.
Yeah, that's
Okay, but
important.
I'm gonna say bye. I'm so glad everybody came on. I'm glad for my panel. I'm glad for my chat, Jamia, everybody. This has been great. Now I get to enjoy my personal life.
Yes,
There you
and
go.
look, 3 hours. You only have a couple seconds left to get to the 3 hour
Right.
mark,
50
and you
seconds
thought
left.
50
No,
seconds left.
in 1 minute,
90,
less than a minute. I'll
Yep.
have
45 seconds.
yeah,
45 seconds.
45 seconds.
I need to edit my word of the week. I'm gonna hit
We can
chit chat.
dance, but yeah, and I need to film a video too. But I want to start batching them. Do more than one in one day. I heard somebody talking about it. And she's like, y'all just have to get used to me in the same clothes. See, I'll change my clothes.
I do that. Yeah, I batch videos.
But do
And
you
if I
stay
have
with
them,
the same clothes? See, but for me, well, see, we got different things though. You're doing the word,
yeah,
I'm doing
yeah. In the summer now, my t-shirts, I'll wear the same t-shirt because I was trying to, promote. So I was wearing more of my own attire at that point, but it's cold now and I need to start wearing my hoodies. That's it. So I usually just wear my own stuff and change. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is easier to batch because if you get behind and you're like, okay, well, at least I have something to put out because you can't always record. Something might come up. Life happens.
Yep. And I've made my 3 hours. I may see y'all tomorrow. I may not, but I'll
Mr.
be.
Bill looked like he's wanted to say something.
Yeah. And
I'm sorry.
Again, people don't know. D had a loss in her family, so
Yeah,
just keep D in your prayers. Going through a tough time, but she's a strong person. But she had a loss in her family, so keep her in our prayers. She's working on a funeral this week, so D, thanks for coming on. I know you had a lot on your mind, but thank you for coming on, and hopefully we we're able to give you a little piece. Just for a little bit.
For a little bit. Okay, it's been fun, everybody, and thanks so much.
All right, Geeky Girl. Make sure you promote Geeky Girl. Everybody,
yes, thank you for the advice. GeekyGirlsJournal.com. Thank you, Warm Strong and Miss Betty.
All right, hit this little button now.
Bye-bye.
All right.